Welcome to the Master Arena iCTF 3v3 challenge. I will be one of your hosts for this evening, as well as my partner Halo Legan.
Hello,
My name being CXT. We are back again after about a month or so. You may remember us from the previous duel tournament, but we are here for some CTF today, Halo.
Yep. The duel tournament was quite a show. CP3M just really kind of having a field day. But as far as I know, he's not here today. But we do see some team stuff, which I'm a big fan of.
Oh, myself as well. CTF is definitely like my background, so I'm excited. It brings a different element. Watching the duel, obviously, it's a duel is the cream of the crop in terms of bringing all of the skill sets together. But usually, you'll see aim dominant players taking that down, and I just feel like things like iCTF, it gives an opportunity for those people who master movement, just as an example, which you yourself would know, being a slash main. Movement, it has its rewards. So it's nice to have a tournament where players who have mastered that craft get to showcase their skills.
For sure, movement is it's a little bit of a slept-on pillar of the FPS skill set, but I'm hoping to see some stuff that I don't quite understand out of these people, because you're going to have to be dodging every shot that comes your way, because like CXT said, it is iCTF, and for those uninitiated, I means insta-gib. So you kill everything in one hit, but everyone also kills you in one hit, so you need to make sure that your dodging is on point.
Yeah, most definitely. And I actually took the opportunity to run around these maps and test some of the movements, and some pretty cool stuff. Really excited. The street map is pretty sweet. But yeah, I think that this is just going to be a different beast, like you said. Instagib does not lend itself to any room for error when it comes to the battle mechanic, but the movement is going to be your key. So we'll see what happens here. It looks like we've got a couple of the teams in here already. Just looking at which teams these actually are.
One of them is Pepito Gaming. I know that much. We got
Yep.
Glock and his teammates running around.
Yep. And the second team, I'm not sure if we have a name on them. Fondue Savoyarde. Savoyard. Not sure exactly how to say it, but it sounds like some sort of delicious delicacy.
Hopefully we see some tasty stuff out of them today.
Most definitely, my friend.
I had to get one in.
It's okay, man. I'm hungry for a good matchup myself.
Here we go.
But yeah, we do have at least 5 players ready to go. So as soon as
Yep.
we get that last one in here, we'll be underway shortly. This is only a 3-team tournament this time around. So what we'll be doing this afternoon is actually a best of 2 maps with a cumulative score, being how the winner will be determined. So basically, we'll be accruing caps over the course of 2 maps, and the most caps will win across both of those maps. If there is a tie, then it will go to a 3rd map, and that will be for the round robin portion of the tournament. Once we figure out who the top 2 teams are after the round robin format, we will go into a classic best of 3 grand final, and that's how we're going to determine the winners today. So it's only 3 teams, but there's still a tournament at hand here. So
Indeed, and something else to note that it will be possible to tie on a map. So during the round robin, should we see games, excuse me, should we see a set split 1-1 with even scores across the board? Then we'll be having them play a 3rd map, and then whoever wins that will get the point for that set.
Indeed. So we are just waiting for this Pepito number 3 to poke their head into the server, and then we will be ready to go. And there is Supra, so we might be able to get going here very shortly.
There we go. Waiting on them to load in, and then kick everything off for you guys today. And there we go. We do it the countdown, and well, nothing too aggressive, too fast right off the bat. Lil Lamar already going down on the front lines.
Oh,
Nice.
Coolman Telly's in behind Herbitrix, but eventually gets taken out themselves.
Blue flag taken.
Blue flag does get taken by Buena. And then a little bit of
Blue
here.
flag
Not
dropped.
coming
Blue
out.
flag
Gonna
returned.
get dropped by a trip error of District. Excuse me. Oh.
Red flag
is,
taken.
They're a bit over aggressive right now. Like, they did have quite a bit of presence within Pepito's base, but now their own flag has been taken by Super, and Super's actually made lots of ground very quickly, and the first cap going to be ringing out for Pepito, and well, a bit of a war zone currently within their own base.
Blue flag taken.
This is a remastered version of a map that we watched in the duel. It's
Blue flag
basically
dropped.
a
Blue
mirror
flag
of
taken.
Space Dog.
Red flag taken.
Very chaotic. The flag carrier is
Blue
actually
flag
duking it
dropped.
out
Blue
right
flag
here.
red flag
Victor's gonna get
dropped.
his kill.
Red
Gonna
flag
return
returned.
his frag, or his flag, excuse me. And I don't think he made it out of there. But he's still within the opponent's base. Gonna be popping that bubble shield. Not gonna be enough to save him though. Does at least get a good couple of frags out of that. And
Watching
Red
Uenya
flag
here.
searching for any player to kind of just take down, make things a lot easier for their flag carrier. Unfortunately, gets taken
Blue
down.
team increases
and,
their lead.
Oh, Pepito once again getting his 2nd cap of the game.
Blue flag taken. Blue flag dropped. Blue flag returned.
There we go. Pepito flag getting taken for a moment, but Glock's gonna be on top of that. And gonna get taken down before
Red
anything
flag
cataclysmic
taken.
happens. Not able to get to the flag,
Blue
but
flag
Super on the
taken.
other hand will be getting 1 flag. Kulamon getting the
Blue
other.
flag dropped.
Kulamon gonna be getting taken down.
Blue flag taken. Blue flag
flag.
dropped. Blue flag
Getting
returned.
tossed around at the moment. Super gonna return that, and well, finally it will
Blue
remain
team
steady.
scores.
As Super also gonna be the one to cap. So it's a 3-0 lead, and Super is on a bit of a rampage here.
Yeah, doing some work. Absolutely.
Doesn't seem like he's ready to slow down. Already closing in on the opponent's flag
Red
once
flag
again.
taken.
Scoop that up, but nobody's actually here to stop him
Blue
immediately.
flag taken.
There's a player in the base that's super.
Red flag dropped.
Telefragging.
Blue
I
flag
think that was
dropped.
Beatrix who got caught in that.
Blue flag
but,
returned. Red flag taken.
Yeah, it was, and Arabetrix actually grabs the flag at the end of the mayhem there.
Blue team
with the red
scores.
flag to the blue flag, but does happen. Cap comes out 4-0 for Pepito. No.
Eagle eyes.
And
Nice
Pepito
shot.
showing a little bit more of a acumen for this thus far. I mean, if you look at the kills, you know, they're all in double figures already, while all of the Fondue players are still in single digits, so the kill tally is playing a
Nice.
factor early in this, but as well, just good flag running from Pepito.
Red flag
Their
taken.
Beatrix is doing a
Blue
very
flag.
good job of just keeping an eye on everything that comes through these teleporters. And, well, does spot up the flag carrier, but it's gonna get dropped.
Blue flag dropped.
And Super actually turned around there, and as the flag carrier himself stopped the enemy flag carrier, they're looking for a return here. He's
Blue
gonna
flag
go towards
returned.
his base. Team's going to make the return, and he's going to his flag
Blue
stand.
team
And
scores.
there's another cap from Supra.
Super has been absolutely on fire this whole game,
1 minute remains.
topping the kill count for his team, as well as the I think he's gotten every flag capture. I'm not certain about that, but we are going to be pausing for a little bit.
I think
right
there
now.
was a issue with the perks for Fondue. Not really sure what's going on, but I saw Jerem asking them to select their perks or something of that nature. We'll see what's going on here.
Get that sorted out.
Oh. It looks like there's an issue with the door, so they're going to be voting another map.
Play.
So the players are
30 seconds left.
just waiting for another map. They're probably just going to wait out these 30 seconds. Hyper Square or Basketball being the map options.
Nice. See.
10,
Might
9,
nothing else. This
8,
might be a good reset for the
7,
Fondue players that
6,
were
5, 4,
we're down
3,
5-0.
2, 1.
Nothing else. I'm sure
Indeed.
they'll at least appreciate a pause of what was already happening.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be counting this map on the record, but we'll find out, I guess. In the meantime, we'll just keep a mental note that it was 5-0 for Pepito over Fondue.
10,
And
9,
it looks like we'll be
8,
going to another map here.
7, 6,
Hyper Square, if
5,
I'm not mistaken.
4,
I do
3,
believe that
2,
was
1.
what was picked. And
Here comes the map warp. How's that tea, Halo?
it's very good. It's this way too expensive green tea that I got from upstate New York. And I'm happy.
Very nice. Green tea is it's a diamond in the rough, man. I love green tea.
I have too many different types, and I'm not enough of a man to say that any of them are bad. So I just keep buying more.
So this is the street map that I ran around on earlier. Very cool map. It actually it's kind of weird in the sense that it's symmetrical, kind of. There's one caveat to that in that depending which base you're exiting, you'll be turning either left or right. Because
so it's not mirrored
3,
rotationally.
2,
It's kind of like
1. Play.
mirrored.
yeah.
I'm having trouble putting the words together, but
Yeah, I'm not sure how you would describe it in words, but basically, depending on the base, there's either a right or left turn on the exit, which is very reminiscent of a map called CP5 I used to play in Quake 3.
I see, and gonna start off watching Super because Super was just he was having fun last game, but gonna be going down. And William, very nice follow up, gonna be taking down Block as well. Gonna get taken down by Airbitrix. Currently just lots of trades as these players try to cross into each other's side of the map.
Yeah, a lot of action down low. Can't get up high there up that staircase, so with all the action down low, might be advisable to try
Red
that.
flag taken.
But here's Supra with a flag grab, and he's going to exit out low, hits the jump pad and bounces up high. And oh, Urania hot on his trail, and he will take out a couple people.
And his teammates did clean up the remaining players, so this is an easy cap for Supra. Nothing ahead of him. Gonna
Blue team
put
takes
that
the
one on the
lead.
ground and move on 1-0 for Pepito.
Most definitely. He used those bounce pads both on the exit and the entry back into his own base. All of the insta-giving action occurred in the middle of the map.
It seems like Super and Glock right now are just more than happy.
Red flag
Sitting
taken.
on defense. And, well, Patrick's gonna use this opportunity to go pick up the flag and actually getting a good string of kills on his way out.
Blue flag taken. Red flag dropped.
Ooh.
Making it out of there, William. We putting him in the ground.
Yeah, William takes him down. Looks like he was facing that teleport-looking
Red flag
device and got
returned.
distracted a bit, but
Roman currently just
Blue
trying to make
flag
the last
dropped.
stand his teammate actually shooting him in
Blue
the chest.
flag taken.
But, flag is still gonna be in the hands of Fondue. Super's on the hunt, trying to put a stop to this. Not gonna be happening.
Eagle
nice job
eyes.
as Williams going up that staircase, entering their base high. This could be a capture for Red. And here
Red
it
team
is. Williams going to
scores.
tie the score at
Eagle
1.
eyes.
So a little bit closer than 5-0, that's for sure. As William evens the score at 1. And eventually goes down finally.
Double
Taken out by
kill.
Glock.
And just
Red
follow up
flag
on a
taken.
kill. And that Fondue's flag is now been taken from its stand. Block trying to do his best to support.
Red flag
Actually
dropped.
shooting his
Red
teammate.
flag taken.
No, Glock just defending his carrier. And, with that one kill, that'll actually be enough to secure the cap because there's no one else ahead of. I think it's Super that has the flag right now. Excuse me, it's Airbitrix.
Yeah, Kuhlman made a nice pixel insta-give shot on Super as he exited, but Aerobitrix was there for the escort and was able to retrieve that flag.
Blue team takes the
And
lead.
puts a point on the board 2-1 here for Pepito as they take the lead.
Ullman using his stealth to the maximum, just snaking around the opposition.
Red flag taken.
Does get quite a bit of ground, but his flag has been taken. Super flag in hand, and well, on a bit of a killing spree at the moment. Only one person ahead of him.
Red flag
And actually,
dropped.
no, not even that. He's
Red flag
Airbitrix
taken.
Oh,
has that under control, and
once again, the escort's able to retrieve the flag there. Lilium took out the original flag carrier. You see a couple jump miscues here as Guac is trying to scale up.
Blue team
Get the cap.
increases their lead.
Eventually is able to, but wasn't able to super jump onto the platform right away.
Definitely seeing a lot more life out of Lilium this game than we did on Space Dock. 14 kills on the board.
Eagle eyes.
Oh,
Double kill.
Nice shooting from Glock here.
absolutely. A couple long-range shots there on the Instagib.
1 minute
Eventually
remains.
goes down.
Red flag taken.
I'm sorry.
Double kill.
Here's
Flag.
Supra.
Flying in the hands of Supra. And paying very close attention to what's behind him. Does get the cue that
Blue
there's an
flag
opponent
taken.
on his own flag stand, does not hit the shot.
Yeah,
Blue flag
There we
drop.
go, very
Blue
nice
flag
flick. Gonna
returned.
Return that flag.
Blue team
Capture
scores.
4 on the board.
30 seconds left.
yeah, nice little play. When he first entered the base, he tried to super jump and hit a flick rail just over the lip. Missed that one, but Coolaman, instead of exiting the platform, hung around a little bit too long, and it was an easy gib and return as Super made it 4-1. He's on the offense again.
Good
10,
use of the stealth. Oh, but
9,
catches a stray
8,
bullet meant for someone else.
7, 6,
Another way.
5, 4,
First
3,
round
2,
will be
1.
going the way of Pepito. And if I remember correctly, they will be switching which side of the map they are on, I say with not lots of confidence. But
Yeah, I do believe that is the case, which would make sense with the turning opposite directions.
10, 9, 8,
So
7,
4-1 here for
6,
Pepito
5,
over Fondue.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And back in it. But yeah, on that half we saw a lot of what we were seeing on Space Dock. Super absolutely on fire, and having enough support to just do whatever he wanted.
Yeah,
Lots of
Super
shots.
and Glock were definitely leading the way, I think.
Shots getting traded.
Red
Not
flag
being
taken.
punished just yet. Super already in there.
Yeah, a lot of action towards that low mid area, but there's already a flag grab in progress. And look who it is, Supra once again on the move. Ooh, took a nice little attempt
Red
at that
flag
upper bridge.
dropped.
But Coolaman spots him out down low and takes him down. Nice shot by Coolaman.
Blue flag
Oh,
taken.
good denial of that
Red
flag.
flag taken.
And even able to follow up with a second. Third remains in his base, and well, third
Blue
also has
flag
the flag, and
dropped.
well, Supra
Blue
with
flag
a full
returned.
sweep. Gonna return his flag as well.
5-minute
and,
warning.
Will not be
Blue
caught
team
out on his way
scores.
to the capture of William. Good attempts, good positioning, but just not able to get the shot out.
Yeah, Lilium briefly had a look there at that flag stand, but wasn't able to get a good enough angle to take a shot before the capture. So it's now 5-1 for Pepito. As we watch Uania get taken out from down below, up on that upper bridge.
Red flag taken.
And
So when you tracking that cloaked player, pull him on.
Red flag
Trying
dropped.
desperately to
Red
get that,
flag
but it's gonna be
returned.
Lilium who's gonna return the flag. Supra finally getting caught on some of these pushes.
yeah, and I do think Supra's routing is getting a little bit predictable. Every time he's getting the flag grab, he is taking it lower. He's got a very distinct style, I'm noticing. I actually like what he's doing. He's watching the enemy flag stand and doing like some backwards jumps, which is a very skillful thing to do, but the routing is becoming very predictable at this point. He's been taking it low through that mid
Blue
area every
flag
single
taken.
time.
It's actually Fondue getting a flag grab now.
Red flag taken.
Come on, one who has it, but Super already in there for the counter
Red
grab.
flag dropped. Red flag returned.
Actually, in a bit of an odd position. He's in a
Yeah,
position
looks
where his
red
teammates
flag
can see him,
taken.
but can't actually get out
Blue
of it.
flag red flag dropped.
All of these players are around 30 milliseconds ping time, but Supra
Red
is
flag
showing
returned.
an extra bit of excellence in the aim department. Accuracy at 53% right now. Far ahead of the field, the
Red
second
flag
in line
taken.
would be Coolman at 43.
Red flag drop.
And on
Red
fire.
flag returned.
Been a bit quiet in some of his plays, but he has been consistent, if nothing else.
Headshot.
Just thinking of a nice headshot from Vertigo, and almost gets a very nice combo to sneak into that shield. Gonna be Super's gonna get the kill. Super though,
Double kill. Headshot. Triple kill.
Support more bodies to throw at this issue, so Lilium just gonna go on a bit of a rampage. Almost gets caught out. Tries to get. I think that was actually a perk that he used there.
Red flag taken.
Not gonna save him.
Red flag dropped.
And there you go.
Double kill.
Super
Nice.
once
Blue
again
flag
trying to take
taken.
that same route, but taken out in near immediate fashion.
Red flag returned.
Lilium able to be
Blue
off through that
flag
flag and
dropped.
get the return. And at
Blue
this
flag
point, if
returned.
you are a Fondue member, you have to be watching for that exact exit angle, as Super loves that low exit to the right. And that time Lilium was able to take him out right away. Well done by him. Looking at the scores across the board, Super leading the way with 35 kills, 28 for each of his teammates, 27 and 25 respectively for Lilium and Coolman. Uenya at the bottom with just 6 right now, looking to be the difference at this point.
Although I do really want to point out, I think there's been one capture this half, so very unfortunate for Fondue. They have figured out an answer to Super's maneuvering, but too little too late, as they have a minute and a half to make up 4 captures to even tie the map up.
And in the meantime, Arabitrix starts going off. He's now got 35 kills. He's just 1 behind Supra.
Super still
Double
trying to get in
kill.
here. He's getting the kills, and he's even going to be getting onto this flag. But actually, very good use of the stealth. He's not going to be giving up any sound cues. All 3 players are here, but none of them know where he could possibly be.
Red flag taken.
Finally does figure it out, but gonna get taken down. Super.
Red
Actually
flag
misses the exit
dropped.
shot, and he's in midair forever. So easy shot.
Oh,
Red
nice
flag
job by
taken.
Arabitrix there, coming in to recover that flag. Took out 2
Red
enemies.
flag dropped.
Tries to skip
Red
through the low
flag
mid, but
returned.
Coolman takes him out.
Coolman has been steadfast with these shots that he's been landing, in even no regard for his own safety.
30
just
seconds
leaping
left.
into the base of Pepito. Doesn't want to jump on the flag just yet. The stealth keeping him alive at the moment, dodging all these shots. Not able to land the one on his exit. Glock gonna be taking him down, and I think with that 5-1 will likely be the
Red flag
final score on this map.
Red flag dropped.
They're
Red
trying to
flag
get in here,
returned.
so the frags just keep coming.
7.
Shoot
Red
pop.
flag taken. 5.
Yep.
4.
Not gonna be up forever.
3.
Flag
2,
has been grabbed.
1. Red
Frags
flag
coming
dropped.
out like crazy, but final score 5-1 for Pepito.
Yes, most definitely. Arabitrix with a little heater at the end there, almost went for the full triple kill. Ended up with 46 kills to lead the way. Accuracy still a little bit lower than both Supra and Coolman. Actually, over the course of time, Coolman edged into the lead in accuracy just under 45%. And Supra with 44.31. But his KD at 1.85 led the way. All players on Pepito with a positive KD ratio. So the kill factor made a big difference in that game. I think early in the map, Pepito was getting the routing that they wanted on the flag runs. Supra was having his way. And as you noted in the second half there, Halo, they kind of figured out what Supra was doing and were able to shut that down, and it tightened up a bit. But the lead had already been established and it was too late.
Indeed, now we'll be moving on to Vertigo, which is exactly what it sounds like, a much more vertical-oriented map. I think there's also quite a bit larger of a map as well. We'll see how that plays into things. But, I trust these people to know how to work around that.
Yeah, we'll see if with the players having a bit of time to warm up and settle in here, if maybe this will tighten up a bit. But again, I think a lot of it had to do with those routes that were being selected. You know, you see these preferential routes develop, and once you get the drop on what's happening, it's easy to shut down if there's no adjustments made.
For sure. Capture the Flag is a game about adaptation. And how quick you can do it as well. And it seems I would have been duped, and we are moving on to basketball.
Yeah.
Which, I do quite like the look of, if nothing else.
I will say that despite the the routes being shut down and there being some good runs early by Supra, for the latter half of the caps, it seemed that there was a lot of recoveries on pickups. So there was some good escort action. I mean, as far as offense goes, it was working out well that way. The offensive players with the flag carriers were getting support from their teammates. And then it just came down to a battle over those pickups. Was the downed flag going to be returned, or was it going to be recovered by the offensive teammate? And with Pepito having so many frags as an advantage over Fondue, they were able to recover many of those flags and convert them into caps.
For sure. Well, CTF certainly is an objective-based game mode above all else. Getting those frags on the board just makes life so much easier, gives you a lot more space to work with and a lot more breathing room, and also just lots more decisions to be made that won't cause you to get caught on your way back to your own base.
Yeah, I think notably as well that I'm not entirely sure on the mechanics of the spawn system, but it seemed that once crossing over to your half of the map with the flag rather, if you were able to pick up a kill, I don't believe that there was any spawns on your side of the base that would lend itself to a last second desperate stop of the capture or anything of that nature. It would require excellent movement and a long angle shot in order to make those stops happen, and we didn't see very many of them.
For sure, we did get a couple of opportunities for, because with that last map, there was actually like a deceivingly high amount of angles, and Fondue was doing their best to like make use of them. But anytime they would actually hit those shots, there was already a member from Pepito who was there to just keep the run alive.
Yeah. Just looking at this mini map, I can see that this one's going to, there is no left right turn mechanic at the base exit. So this will be completely symmetrical. I would say that on the last map, what I would probably gather is that as the map is played more frequently for iCTF, there will probably be a meta developed where that upper bridge area is more widely utilized. Everybody seems to be focusing their attention on the lower half of the map. And I think that if somebody with good movement was able to utilize that upper area of the map, they could get lost kind of in the action.
3, 2,
and do some damage, but
1.
it looks like we're getting ready to go here. And that we are. This looks like we're starting out on Supra.
Supra already dashing across mid, already right in there, does spot at the first player, but that stealth not even going to force him to take that engagement, actually just slipping behind the entire enemy team.
Red flag taken.
Already on that flag. Fondue doesn't seem too very concerned about it, and Supra is going to capitalize on that quite heavily, I would imagine. Block does go down, so the base is a little bit open at the moment. But Supra has already returned to his base, and well, flag in hand, Arabitrix holding strong.
Blue team takes the
So
lead.
effortless cap for Supra to start this off 1-0 already in favor.
Blue flag
of,
taken.
Yeah, he took that the entire
Blue flag dropped.
length of the map on the right side lower,
Blue
and his
flag
team just held the
returned.
base, and they continue to do so as Arabitrix returns the blue flag on a pickup. And I don't know if you noticed this, Halo, but I'm hearing some ever so subtle sneaker sounds as if we're actually on a basketball court out here.
I am all for this. And it makes sense because looks like all these walls are made of rubber and these robots
Red
are
flag
made of
taken.
metal. So I'd imagine there's a little bit of a... Imagine that'd produce a little bit of a sound, and well, Super already got his hands back on the flag. District's holding strong in this in his own flag room. Super is yet to die, actually.
Yeah, and this time he's actually utilizing those close together walls with the wall jumping mechanic. As you see him dash back and forth
Blue
between the
team
walls
increases
multiple
their
times,
lead.
both on the exit and through his entry into his own base. So with this map being a little more close quarters in those hallways, you have a better ability to bounce around and gain speed that way. And you see Supra continue to do that.
Cool. Supra is yet to be stopped. Just deleting Lilium. And well, Fondue actually have all 3 players in their flag room right now. Supra is popping that stealth, but a little bit of a movement blunder. Gonna go with that jump
Red
pad, gonna
flag
give his
taken.
position away.
Red
Gonna grab
flag
the flag and
dropped.
finally gonna go down to Coolman. Actually, a nice double kill out of that.
Red flag returned.
Yeah, very well done. Supra showing excellent ability to traverse the map with those wall jumping mechanics, but that time it wasn't to be. Arabitrix trying to avenge him, but Lilium will take him down. So it looks like Red is going to try to put a presence in their flag room to prevent the pickups and hope to get a flag carrier slip out on the offensive end. We'll see if they keep that tight defense, but it doesn't matter as Coolman goes down to Arabitrix there.
Good stuff from Glock. His movement does get another player, does not get the third Uenya. Gonna put a stop to his shenanigans. Oh. Uenya looking for some people to follow up on, not gonna get the opportunity. Arabitrix just planning that round right in the head of Uenya.
We have a 2-man attack here as Supra's going into the base with the teammate, but you see the long angle shot down that ramp.
That was unfortunate as well. Supra had his stealth popped, so Arabitrix peeking that angle might have been what got Supra killed there.
Yeah, the gig was up.
Supra actually having a little bit of trouble. Very strong start from him, but yet to get anything else. Or maybe I'm just being harsh. Because
No.
What we saw from him on the first map. A little bit of a chaotic situation for Coolman.
I mean, to start this map, Coolman is hitting a percentage of just
2
a
minutes
shade under
remains.
70%,
Oh my
which
God.
is keeping this score reasonable for the time being.
Supra, on the other hand, rocking 50% on the dot.
Red flag taken.
Teammate, and, well, Vito gonna take the
Oh,
opportunity
wow.
to just sneak in. All 3 players are here for the flag run, and Supra's long gone. Block. Very nice, quick, clean triple kill.
Blue team scores.
He's actually even still in the base, so he's just gonna keep racking up these kills.
Kill.
6 consecutive kills for him. The madness ends there. A little curious if they go for a flag grab, but very exciting nonetheless.
And while Glock was cleaning up all of that frags, unbelievable movement from Supra, as not only was he using that wall jumping mechanic, he was doing it backwards. It was very impressive to watch.
1 minute remains.
Madman, and he's already sneaking in here. The stealth has been popped, does bump into a player, doesn't seem to have noticed, and well,
Red
no one's in the
flag
flag room.
taken.
Completely uncontested grab. Well, the wall dashing is coming out. He's got plenty of stamina to work with as well. Just make his way across mid, and well, nobody seems to be really chasing him too hard. So another uncontested run for Supra, 4-0 for Pepito.
Blue team
Although
scores.
there is a player from Fondue here, but stop. Supra is here to put a stop to it.
30 seconds left.
And they're all in double digits once again. We do have 2 players on Fondue still in single digits. But this map certainly lending itself to the quick movement style of a player like Supra. Coolman still putting up 65% on that Instagib, but it's not really making a
10,
difference here, as that
9,
stealth is
blue
being
flag
used to get
taken.
grabs and exit.
7, 6, 5. Red flag taken. 3,
Still causing
2,
problems, Coleman going
1.
down.
Red flag
At the half,
dropped.
it will be 4-0 in favor of Pepito. Excuse me. And,
Yeah, most definitely. So cumulatively, they're up 9-1 right now.
we did see in that timeline it was like 2 very very quick caps for Pepito,
10,
but it did
9,
calm
8,
down for a little bit, and
7,
then
6, 5.
kind of seemed like
Red
Fondue was
flag
gonna crumble
returned.
a little
3, 2.
bit, and cost them
1.
2 more flags. It's worth
Blue
reminding
flag
you that at this
taken.
point,
Well, it looks like Lilium's got a grab early here.
That was incredibly fast.
We'll see what happens here. I'm not sure if that might have been because of a spawn location. But Lilium is still in the blue base, biding their time.
Double kill. Headshot.
Red flag
And
A
taken.
little bit lost. Here we go. Now we're moving out towards mid. And oh, both flags have been grabbed.
Blue flag dropped.
I'm gonna get caught.
Blue
by
flag returned.
And wow, just a gaggle of enemies there as all three of the Pepito players
Blue
gathered
flag
together.
taken.
Lilium gets a fortunate spawn this time around and is able to get another quick grab. And oh, here
Blue
comes
flag,
Supra,
red
and
flag,
Supra will
red
kill
flag taken.
Lilium.
Blue flag returned.
And
5
Super
minute
quick down
warning.
there, but
Blue
unfortunately
team
for Fondue, they were not
scores.
able to return the flag. So cap number 5 in it. Remember, it's a cumulative flag score for the set. So if Fondue do find a way back into this, they need to win this map by 5 to take the set.
Yeah, so they've got 4 minutes and 40 seconds
kill.
to get 10 caps.
Blue flag taken.
Possible, but super very happy with what he just got away with.
Red flag taken.
Alternatively, Lilium getting away with this flag, but running
Blue flag returned.
all 3 Pepito players were lined
Blue
up.
flag taken.
Yeah, Glock with the big return there.
I'm trying to boost this flag on it. And gonna get taken down. Run is still alive though, Coolman. There are 2 players running.
Blue
Tries
flag
to
dropped.
stop him, but they're
Blue flag returned.
gonna be doing just that, and also Fondue's flag in hand, gonna be looking to just get right back to his own base.
Red flag dropped.
Actually gonna get taken down, Coolman.
Blue flag. Red flag returned.
Very nice.
Headshot.
His own flag,
Blue
and
flag
well,
returned.
Pepito's flag almost getting taken.
Blue flag taken.
Coolman, gonna try and keep the dream alive. Gonna put Glock down, waiting to get
Red
collapsed.
flag taken.
Just never comes.
Yeah, Arabitrix just sitting.
Blue flag dropped. Blue
Oh,
flag.
Coolman's gonna
Blue
drop that
flag
flag.
dropped. Blue flag taken.
Wow.
A bit of chaos in Pepito's flag room. Uenia's gonna go down. Both flag carriers starting to approach mid Lilium.
Blue flag dropped. Blue flag returned.
Beatrix on the other hand.
Blue flag.
Someone here, but he's just
Blue
gonna take
flag
them both
returned.
down.
Blue team
Wow.
scores.
That was a very chaotic sequence there.
Red
There was
flag
multiple
taken.
grabs of the flag by Fondue. They kept getting taken out, eventually got to mid. And then with the return being made by Supra, it was Arabitrix in the room with 2 potential enemy flag carriers, was able to do all the work himself and pick up the capture. 6-0.
Red flag dropped.
Headshot.
Oh, and a headshot
Dominating.
there on Uenia as well by
Red flag
Arabitrix.
returned.
As he continues, gets the dominating sound effect popped and another kill.
Red
One
flag
thing
taken.
I will note about this map, Halo,
Red
is we are
flag
seeing those
dropped.
spawns in the flag room for enemy, in the enemy base. So a lot of quick flag grabs on this map.
Red flag taken.
For sure, although it seems to have calmed down. Fondue finally spawning within their
Blue
own
flag
base,
taken.
but unfortunately,
2 minutes
it's
remains.
just enough of a window of time for Super to be grabbing that flag and making it back.
But
Beat this
Coolman
flag.
is also on the exit.
That flag is finally taken out.
Red
There,
flag
Victor
dropped.
tries
Red
so
flag
desperately to defend his
taken.
flag carrier. It doesn't happen, but he is able to defend himself. Flag in hand, still just begging for that return to come out. Just have someone here to assist him.
Headshot.
Here looking to put him in the derpa clock. Very nice.
We're in familiar territory for Arabitrix as he is in his base, just holding the flag, holding angles,
Blue
and he
flag
has support.
dropped. Blue flag returned.
And there is the return, and
team
Arabitrix
scores.
is going to make another capture. It is 7-0.
Red flag taken.
And the boots are being
Blue
put
flag
to Fondue
taken.
in this matchup.
Already see another cross grab. Gets Supra this time. Gonna be the one to hold the flag for Pepito.
Ewing has also got a flag escape here.
Oh, Oh no, Super fragging his own
Blue
team.
flag dropped. Blue flag returned.
Headshot.
Just wreaking havoc on the Fondue players. The flag is at home for Pepito.
Red flag returned.
Say that. Fondue's
Red
flag is going
flag
to be getting
taken.
returned. Pepito's flag does get taken, but already hands on the flags. Hands on the flag of Fondue.
30 seconds left.
Nope. Nothing's quite set in stone, but I think it is safe to say that the map as well as the set will be going the way of Pepito.
Most definitely does seem that way, Halo. As we're just 15 seconds to go here, Super just hanging out in the
10,
base with the flag.
9,
Doesn't need the
8,
cap.
7,
Would love to get one
6,
more just to put a
5,
stamp on things.
4,
Doesn't look like
3,
it's going to happen.
2, 1.
Just popping that shield
Red
to make
flag
sure
dropped.
the flag stays in their hands. But I'll be all for naught. 7-0. Bit of
Yeah,
a-
there it is. And top accuracy on the map, actually Kuhlman at 55%. But all three of the members of Pepito just a shade under 50, so they were doing work out there.
Glock the most impressive, I think. Just marginally under 50 kills as well.
Yeah, the volume of shots
Oh
to
my
remain at
Goodness.
50% is just ridiculous. But I will say, like, as far as iCTF goes, that map was a perfect blend of what you look for in iCTF. It had those close corridor walls where guys could really flex their movement muscles, and guys and girls for that matter, as I do know for certain that Eugenia is a girl.
Oh,
Um,
my bad.
no, that's I've seen her stream, which is how I picked up on that. But yeah, definitely, like, people were able to use the movement mechanics much more effectively, but as well, because spawns were happening in the enemy base, there was a lot of chaotic sequences in the flag rooms after returns, and no capture was guaranteed. Like, you get a return, but if you weren't in your base to make that capture immediately, enemies were spawning in the base, and the aim was playing a huge factor, which, I don't really think that Fondue was having a problem getting flags across. They were moving quite well. Just those 50% percentages across the board for Pepito were doing all of the damage on those respawns in the base, and they were able to rack up the captures.
For sure. Now, one of these teams will be getting swapped out for, I'm not quite certain because their name on the challenge bracket is
picture.
non-existent. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to, let me see in the Discord. There is one team called Karma Clan, which is Jayski, Rude Boy, Romolo, and Panicor.
Oh.
And there's one named Deadline, Edhu, Spec, and Dusik. And we do remember Dusik from the duel tournament, certainly. I did see someone in Discord earlier say that Dusik would not be playing today. So I'm going to assume that Karma Clan is going to be our other clan, because I do know that Rude Boy and Romolo have been, like, I see them playing all of the time. And I've also seen Romolo in the Twitch chat today, so...
Rude Boy's also already connected, so it seems like Karma Clan gonna be rolling up on everyone today.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And just going off of my memory from the dual tournament, Rude Boy had some sick movements. So between after seeing Pepito take out Fondue with relative ease, no disrespect intended, of course, it's I would expect that this is probably going to be a little bit of a stiffer competition, just from my memory of the aim skills of both Romolo, Jayski, Rude Boy. I don't recall Panicor playing in the dual tournament that we casted, so we'll have to see if they get any airtime in this matchup, but I'm expecting this to be a pretty good game.
For sure. And I'm expecting a lot out of Rude Boy, because if I remember correctly, he was the only one who was able to really give CPU3M any kind of trouble in the dual tournament. So hopefully we can see him follow up on that performance.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure who's going to be playing in our next matchup here. It looks like Lilium and Kuhlman are sticking in the server, so this could be Karma versus Fondue, but actually Lilium just dropped, so we'll see.
2, 1.
The one thing that's nice is this is all happening in a singular server this time around. So no need to move around from server to server, which, part of that is CPU 3M, I believe, is based in America. So they switch servers for those types of issues with latency. This time, in that first matchup at least, everyone had around 30 ping.
Yep. And,
But I do see Irabitrix connecting.
So based on that, I am willing to bet we'll be seeing Karma Clan versus Pepito. So this could get very interesting. I'm going to make the assumption that Rude Boy is going to be the offensive player for Karma Clan, fulfilling a very similar role to what Super was doing in that last series.
Yeah, I think that that's a safe assumption based on what we've seen out of Rude Boy. I remember the advertisement that we got from FX, the community manager in Discord. He said, "Wait till you see Rude Boy move around. He's like a Flash or something of that nature." So excited to see those skills put to use in iCTF. We will have to see how they translate, but I mean, it's not as if Rude Boy was lacking in the aim department either. So putting all those skills together, it's going to be a interesting cocktail of skill.
And the lineup for Karma Clan will be Rude Boy, Romolo, and Jayski, as Jayski has now connected. And not quite sure where Romolo went, but still waiting on the other two players from Pepito to reconnect. Which was Clock and Supra, so.
I just got removed from the server for idling. I wasn't idling though.
Doing my job.
Come on. But I will reconnect. It's actually nice to have those types of features. Sucks when you get into a pub and people just sit there.
Yeah. Bunch of people AFKing in my video game. Won't stand for this.
Just gonna take a look at some of these guys jumping around here for a moment. Right
Rude
off the
Boy.
bat,
Already
Chase
having
and
fun.
Rude Boy are moving around like monsters.
Whew, feeling a little nervous for Pepito on this one, honestly.
Yeah,
Certainly
let's
got
hope
their
that
work
they
cut
bring
out
those
for 'em.
big percentages again.
Yeah, they'll. Because I don't think it's reasonable to say that they'll be outclassing Rude Boy and Jayski in their movement, so it's really just going to come down to how many shots they can hit consecutively.
Rude Boy says French Cup with the last surviving Italian. That's funny.
We do have the 4th and 6th players loaded on in, so once everyone's all set and ready.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a barn burner, I think, because Arabitrix, Glock, Supra all showed a propensity for high efficiencies with that Instagib rifle, and I mean, we've already noted that Karma has amazing movement, and we've seen their previous aim acumen as well, so this could get really interesting.
And if I read that correctly, we'll be starting out on Hypersquare, which is that symmetrical map that's 1-to-1, where depending which base you're on will depend which direction you're turning on your way in and out of each base. But other than that, it is a 1-to-1 recreation from one base to the other. So you were mentioning the verticality after the last set on this map. So I'm willing to bet that we'll be seeing some of that out of Rude Boy and Jayski on this one.
I think so too. I already saw them traversing those stairs in expert fashion and just getting, like, I mean, any arena FPS style game, when you can get an advantage in terms of height over your opponent, it's always advantageous. So, it's just you get better sight lines, And a lot of times, like we saw that a lot of the flag runs were focused on that lower mid area. People may not be paying as much attention as they should be to the upper area, so I would expect it to play a big role if these guys are utilizing that space.
For sure, for sure. And do have 4 players all set and ready. Good sportsmanship from Rude Boy. Good to see. He's keeping that up.
3, 2,
And well,
1.
everyone's all set. We're ready to
Play.
go. And I'm just gonna start off on Supra because he's got a mountain to climb ahead of him. Look, that one player who's gonna be popping his own stealth. Romolo opens up with the first kill, but Glock's gonna be there to trade him out. Supra trying to find a way into this base. And
Red
actually
flag,
gonna be getting
blue
the first
flag, blue flag
grab, but he's gonna go down.
Red
And,
flag
Supra
returned.
likewise getting taken down across the map. Arabitrix is here to follow up. No, excuse me. He returned his own flag. I'm getting ahead of myself. Just try to get in.
And you do see a high-low fight happening on that bridge at the moment, and it was bound to happen. And Arabitrix
flag
went down in
returned.
that fight.
Double kill.
We're gonna be putting a stop to him, but he's gonna get taken down. Supra trying to get something else out of this, but they get taken down as well.
So you can see that flag grabs are going to be at much more of a premium in this matchup, as the fragging
Headshot.
skill is
Oh,
at
no.
an exceptional level.
Supra had everything lined up for him. He got across mid quick and clean. He was able to pop his stealth, but
Red flag taken.
Free fire from Romolo gonna put him down, and well, now Supra on the receiving end of getting his flag grabbed. JC, one holding that.
Red flag dropped. Red flag returned.
Gonna go down finally though. So flags back on their stands for both teams.
An interesting thought by Jayski there is he grabbed the flag and dropped behind the base, tried to delay it to see if the enemies might, try to scramble a certain direction, but they weren't buying it. They pushed into their own base and found him back there.
Very good patience from Pepito. A lot of deaths in mid. Rude Boy just spot out one player, gonna be taking him down nice and easy. And I'm a little surprised to see Rude Boy playing a little bit more of a mid role. Moving out to support his teammate, but gonna get taken down by Glock.
Oh, Supra going on a little bit of a rampage there. Supra is leading the way in percentages again, 52% accuracy, leading the way among all players.
Even taking down Rude Boy. Rude Boy trying to get something out of that teleport. Supra actually shooting his teammate in the foot there. Ultimately gonna be fine. Jayski holding it strong on defense. Trying to teleport out. Does have that stealth to work with, and Arabitrix even going down here. We might see a flag grab coming out, but very good awareness from Supra. Gonna take it down as soon as that stealth is popped.
Yeah, and as I noted earlier, the flag grabs are at much more of a premium this time around. There's
Red
no free
flag
grabs
taken.
this time, but there's Rude Boy with a
Red
pickup.
flag dropped. Red flag
And
returned.
nearly immediately dropped and returned.
Doesn't seem like either team really has an answer quite yet on how to crack the defense of the other. The stealth this game also has been much less profitable than we saw in the last series. Some very good awareness, or even just some
Red flag taken.
popping it.
And Rude Boy gets the grab here. Very nicely done by Rude Boy as he actually used the teleportation to throw an orb
Red
across the
flag
map
drops.
and teleport into the base. Was able to get a pickup nearly undetected, but
Red
eventually
flag
goes down.
returned.
Got stuck on that jump pad for a little bit there, and it cost him everything. Well, now we're back to the situation of just kind of trading lives in mid and waiting for more kills to line up. Karma, actually, they've gotten one kill, and that's actually been enough for them to go across mid. Arabitrix goes down, but they also, Pepito also have a player.
Red flag dropped.
Arabitrix just spot Rude Boy on his own flag, but gonna take him down with a headshot. And now
Blue flag
Jayski
taken.
going down on the defense. Karma's flag getting taken.
Blue flag dropped. Blue flag returned.
Return that flag. And we're back to the standstill. A minute and a half. Still no caps on the board.
Yeah, very tight game being played here, Halo. I actually like what I'm seeing here, because these are the types of games where it's going to take an outstanding play to create the separation.
Eagle eyes.
Arabits are hitting these shots. Might just be getting another player going to be taking down J-Ski as well.
Double kill. Headshot.
One minute remains.
This world, J-Ski though gonna finally put an end to Arabitrix's frag train.
Red flag taken. Red flag
Gonna
dropped.
get taken down by Arabitrix
Red flag
immediately.
returned.
Super though just
Blue flag
sneaking up on
taken.
Romola, gonna shoot him right in the back. Gonna pick up that
Super
flag.
making the exit in his
Red
traditional
flag
low
taken.
midway, taking his preferred route. He's going to go the long way.
30 seconds left.
Baits his opponent to jump down. A nice play by Supra, and now he actually does jump down. He's completely fooled
Red
him
flag, blue
and
flag
gets the
dropped.
return.
Oh no.
Blue red flag taken.
Both flag carriers go down there.
Blue team
But
takes the
there
lead.
is the cap by Romola.
Headshot.
8, 7,
Such an unfortunate
6,
position for Super.
5,
He wanted
4.
He really
3,
wanted to get a cap
2,
in before the end of the round,
1.
but he got a little greedy. He was able to put down the flag carrier, but that left him so exposed, and that ultimately is what allowed Karma to take the only cap of the half.
Yeah, I actually liked what I saw from Super there. It turned out to be the deciding factor in losing that half. But he was playing some good
10,
mind games using that
9,
platform.
8,
Certainly,
7,
certainly.
6,
Karma not
5,
able to really get a beat
4,
on him, and
3, 2.
really took quite a big blunder from Super before Karma was actually able to get the kill on him. But not too much of a deficit for Pepito to be working from, and Super already coming out swinging, taking down Rude Boy, and Super and Glock actually sneaking in here. Both of them gonna get taken down though.
Ooh, down goes J-Ski.
The potential for quite an explosive play there using the combo of the Instigav rifle.
Oh.
Eagle
Get
eyes.
something out of it, but it just doesn't happen. J-Ski's gonna get taken down by Supra. Rude Boy even gonna go down. Really just brutal amount of tricks going on. Molo finally is stitching together some momentum, and he's made his way into kind of the flag pin there. He's gonna sneak in there behind. He's gonna get that kill. Rude Boy though gonna be the one to sneak in and actually pick it up. Very good use of
Red
the teleport, and
flag
he's trying to get
dropped.
out of there, but Arabitrix
Red flag
gonna put him down.
returned.
Yes, a nice desperate shot by Arabitrix there. So it looked like Rude Boy had a lot of momentum leaving that base, and Arabitrix was able to put the insta-give on him. Unfortunately for Rude Boy.
Molo's just sitting tight, waiting for his stamina to come back out, but he's been spotted out, and Arabitrix is spawning on him.
Blue
Unfortunate.
flag taken.
Super.
Red flag
Job.
taken.
Sneak in, pick up the flag, and even getting a kill on his way up, and the player spawns ahead of him. J-Ski.
Red flag dropped. Blue flag. Red flag. Blue flag
again,
returned.
like we saw at the end of the last half.
And J-Ski with the flag recovery is going to bring that
Blue
home.
team
And
increases
in
their
he
lead.
goes.
Super was able to get in enemy base in time. He was so very close to getting an angle, but ultimately just got taken down.
Yeah, Super almost did it all himself here. Had the flag on the exit, killed the enemy carrier, but the escort was in perfect position as both players on Team Karma were there. And J-Ski with a...
J-Ski.
Yeah.
Red flag taken.
Well, the entire enemy team is across the map, so he doesn't really have that to worry about for the time being in using that hybrid.
Red
He's
flag
sticking around,
dropped.
so he's gonna get taken down. Understand why he didn't want to peek into mid, but
Blue flag
I'm
dropped.
so certain that sitting in the flag room of the enemy team is not an option either.
Blue flag returned.
Both flags on the
Red
ground.
flag
Karma are
returned.
gonna be returning theirs, and there we go. Pepito to follow suit. Basically trying so desperately to at least get a kill out of this. I think he did see that one player pop stealth. Don't pay too much mind to that. Just gonna turn around and put Glock in the third.
Indeed. Walk now, making his way to the bottom mid.
Eagle eyes.
Super actually not having his stealth to work with has already been spotted out. It doesn't seem like Karma's too concerned about him.
Blue flag
Go
taken.
down, and Rude Boy actually getting
Blue flag dropped.
traded by Supra. But not gonna get too much out
Blue
of the
flag
grab.
returned.
And once again, Super trying to exit low. Both enemies were there, waiting for him on the exit. He might have had a chance if he tried to take that high. It would have been a much more difficult shot for them, but Super, again, preferring that low route, was able to be killed.
Lock, chiming in with a nice double kill. Molo, he's just kind of caught out in mid at the moment. He's slowly making ground into the base of a Pizza, but that missed shot is not actually costing
Red
anything.
flag taken. Red flag
Got that
dropped.
smoke grenade out. Gonna be here to pick up. Gonna keep
Blue
it going
flag
alive,
taken.
but
Red
Arbitra
flag returned.
Nerds is still gonna be
Blue
keeping
flag
that.
dropped.
Supra so desperately trying to
Blue
get off
flag
that flag
returned.
stand. Not gonna get him anything, and well, we're back to the stalemate. Arbitrix does get in, but gonna go down. His teammate is here at the very least. To support him. Glock though gonna get taken down. Super back in. Gonna get taken down. Ramolo. The
Red
consistency
flag
of the
taken.
shots has been remarkable if nothing else. And Glock just getting picked out of the sky.
Red flag returned.
Ramolo is now closed in onto the flag room. Super already getting taken down, and it doesn't seem
Red
like
flag
Pepito really
taken.
knows where he is. This position for Ramolo is rough, if nothing else, but the shots are
Red
missing. Glock
flag
goes down,
dropped.
gets picked out of
One
the air, and the
minute
flag does get
remains.
returned, but the
Red
kill of
flag
Karma player
returned.
within the base of Pepito. Arabitrix can be taking care of him. Now Super is actually burning the entirety of his stealth. He's not going to have that for a little bit. Now Ramolo once again stitching together some momentum. Gonna get taken down though.
Yeah, Ramolo showing some excellent skills there. Almost slipped out on that bounce pad over the bridge, but got taken out. You can see that Ramolo is right on the tail of Supra for lead
30
frags in the
seconds
server. 49 and 47 respectively for Supra and Ramolo. And Supra has continued to be the constant top accuracy across both games. And there's a kill on Rude Boy and a double kill.
J-Ski's
10,
popping off.
8, 7, 6,
Awareness
5,
unfortunately does not
4,
pop that combo, but still
3,
playing the primary
2,
fire.
Eagle eyes.
Goes down after the fact. So map 1, 2-0, gonna be going the way of Karma Clan. So certainly not an unbeatable deficit to play from if you are Pepito.
Yeah, a much closer game this time around. And what is up to Drifted in the chat, who has said
Hey.
hello to you and I, Halo.
What'd it do?
What it do, baby? Yeah, but wow, definitely a lot closer that time around.
blue team
A lot of
wins.
aim in that game for sure.
Indeed, indeed, and also lots of movement. Pepito was just kind of able to play the game that they played against Fondue, but definitely had to be a much slower version because the moment they stopped paying attention to Rude Boy, or really the moment they stopped paying attention to any of them, like momentum would start building and then it would start to become a problem. But
What
Yes.
it do, Drifted?
still able to just kind of play their game, just hitting their shots, and well, it worked until it didn't.
Just trying to get back into the server here. Give me one moment.
It did drop for a moment, but getting back in there.
Where are we? iCTF Tournament 1, spectate. Giving me a file size and saying complete 0%. I'm not sure if this is because I don't have this map, Excite.
Supra's restarting his game. I wonder if that is the fix. Let me try that.
Yeah, I'll just be 1 moment.
All right. So, despite how strong they were in their first set of the day, Pepito certainly getting tested now. Karma Clan certainly putting it to him. At no point in that last set that it seemed like it was hopeless for Pepito to come back from. Once again, it was a very chaotic game, but they were more often than not able to just kind of cool everything right back down to get back to that stalemate, just trading players in mid. Ultimately, they just kind of got overwhelmed by just kind of the speed that Karma was bringing. Despite how overwhelming Karma Clan was, like CXT was mentioning, it was still Supra who was topping the scoreboard for kills, and it really only started to become a problem for them once I think it was Romolo from Karma Clan was able to kind of start being a comparable fragger to Supra. So, see if they have an answer to what Karma Clan was bringing, and we'll see if Karma Clan can just keep up the pressure. I've seen of this map. This does look very intricate, so we should see a lot. I would expect this map to be much more dominant for Karma Clan, unfortunately for Pepito, because we do see lots of geometry to just bounce off of, and well, Rude Boy is certainly capable of that, as well as J-Ski, although Supra is also not going to be any or excuse me, not going to be a slouch by any means. It'll just be much more of a test of movement than Hyper Square was for sure. See how that all plays out. Still waiting on Super to load in.
I'm also having difficulties getting in.
I restarted my game and now I'm downloading the map. I'm at 52%.
Let me restart the game. See if that helps us out here.
Unfortunately, we were having these difficulties. Once again, this is Masterino, which is still in its alpha stage of development, and personally, I do think it's coming along quite nicely. And as something you should be paying attention to, nothing else.
Okay, here we go. Now it's downloading.
Very nice.
So I should be in just a moment or so. So it looks like we'll be seeing a new map if that's the case.
As always, always very cool to learn things on the fly. Just a reminder, this is the second series for the round robin today before we go into grand finals. So after this, we'll be seeing Karma Clan versus Fondue. And then we'll be seeing the grand finals of the top two teams after that.
Yes, and I have successfully loaded in, and I
3,
guess that's something to be
2,
excited for.
1.
Here we go.
Play.
Seems Super needs a restart.
Okay.
So a little bit of a
Blue flag taken. Blue flag taken. Red, blue flag dropped. Blue flag returned.
Flag grab and lots of kills going out either way. Super using excellent use of that ramp slide. Gonna get taken down though. And J-Ski has found a window of opportunity. Is going to be grabbing that flag and very nice use of that teleport. Already back in his own base and bouncing right into his flag.
Oh my
Starting off with the first cap of the game and even holding strong, but only for so long. Gonna be getting taken down by Glock.
What a play by J-Ski. Oh my goodness.
Explosive stuff out of him. First flag cap. Under 30 seconds, which is significantly
Red,
faster
blue
than what
flag
we just saw in
taken.
this game on Hyper Square, and JC's already back in it. Unfortunately, this time his own flag has been grabbed, and it's a 3-man escort.
Blue flag dropped.
Pepito.
Blue flag returned. Blue team increases their lead.
J-Ski once again gonna be planting that flag down and get the
Red
second
flag
half of the game.
And here's a pickup for Romolo as well. He's through the right side of the map, up the ramp, gets a little boost from a teammate, and he is across.
Blue team
And
scores.
Romolo's gonna make it 3-0.
Glock was just left to watch. He had the sight line.
Blue
but
flag
not enough-
taken.
Not enough of a sight line to actually take a shot at him. He's just
Blue flag dropped.
helplessly watching
Blue
the flag
flag
disappear off into the
Red
distance.
flag
but,
taken.
in the meantime, Glock has actually made enough space for
Blue
Seamus to
flag
grab the
dropped.
flag.
Blue
Just get
flag
off of it.
returned.
Glock is still in position to
Blue team
capture.
Oh.
It's not gonna happen, rude boy. Very nice.
Red flag taken.
What a cap by J-Ski
Blue
there.
flag
He
taken.
killed an enemy right on the flag stand as he capped it, coming in high and
Red
quick.
flag dropped.
Glock
Red
is in
flag
the flag.
returned.
Karmaclan actually doesn't quite know where he is, although Glock perhaps not utilizing a wall bounce as much as he could be right here, but nonetheless going to be a
Red
nice
team
clean cap from
scores.
plenty of space to work with. Karmaclan not there to stop him.
Now you can see right now J-Ski is actually the high score on the board, but has the least amount of kills. J-Ski's just very
Red flag
comfortable
taken.
moving around this map. He doesn't need the kills. He's got the tricks and he's got the moves.
Blue
Cap
team
number 5 on the
scores.
board. I think a mere minute and a
Blue
half into
flag
this game.
taken. Blue flag dropped.
Oh, that's correct.
Blue
Either way.
flag returned.
This map is
Kills.
fast and furious.
For sure, lots and lots and lots of kills ringing out, and also lots more consequences for dying on this map than what we saw in
Red
Hypersquare.
flag taken.
The kind of just trading players in mid was very commonplace, and more often than not, there
Red
was
flag dropped.
not
Red flag
a single
returned.
player dying, but here, certainly seems much more cutthroat. Rude Boy goes down, but it's up to Glock to kind of push the pressure. And he just wasn't able to do it. There, Bitrix.
Just kind of standing guard on that flag, trying to stop the bleeding. But again, with this being insta-gib, I don't know if guarding the flag is really the best option.
Nothing else. It has kept that flag on its stand for just a moment. Lots of kills ring out in that flag room, but Arbitrix going down here. J-Ski popping that stealth. This could result
Red
in
flag taken.
another flag grab. Supra, unfortunately, gonna get sit down in the other flag room, but Block just left in no man's land, trying to get something out
Blue
of this.
team
J-Ski
scores.
getting a cap in the meantime.
Yep, J-Ski just moving around this map like it's his own backyard. Like, his movement's unbelievable so far.
Poised to try and get another cap. Does tries to get something out of the combo. Doesn't happen. Just dodging. Is
Blue
finally
flag
land his
taken.
own.
Blue flag
There's
dropped.
enough-
Blue flag
enough
returned.
time for Glock to make his way in.
Threw a couple orbs towards that flag there, threatening to teleport.
Ooh, Supra.
1 minute
Suddenly
remaining.
looking a lot more
Blue flag
comfortable to
taken.
move.
Red
Has
flag
been insane,
taken.
but also landing the shots while doing it.
from him.
returned.
Unfortunately, he's returned to his base in time to see that the flag is missing.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the hands of Jayski again, who's shown an
Red
absolute
flag, blue
maniac
flag.
ability to move around the map.
Red flag taken.
But he did
Blue
go down
flag
there.
dropped. Blue flag returned.
And there's actually quite a good bit of distance
30
made
seconds
with
left.
Karma
Blue
Clan's
team
flag,
scores.
but ultimately not enough to put him in returning. And JP actually missing the flag this time.
Red flag taken. Blue flag taken.
Oh, the one getting
kill.
and
Headshot.
Blue flag returned.
Put Super down to make sure that
10,
doesn't go anywhere.
9,
8
8,
seconds. I think it's
7,
still likely that
6,
Karma Clan will be
5,
sneaking out
4,
another
3.
capture.
Blue team scores.
And there it is. But wow, what a round by Rude Boy in terms of frags. What a round by both Jayski and Romolo in terms of runs. Jayski had a couple very impressive maneuvers in particular. I mean, that was awesome to watch. Jayski really knows his way around the map.
10,
Sure, I
9,
think this is the most
8,
comfortable we've
7,
ever seen
6,
Jayski on a map.
5,
Even
4,
during the dual tournament,
3,
there's no slouch.
2,
However, this is just
1.
another level of Jayski, as it were.
Yes. This is a ski.
Red flag taken.
Finally, a ski.
Blue flag taken.
Bitrix, after sitting in his own flag room for a majority of that last half,
Blue flag,
he wants to
blue
run the
flag
only to
returned.
get shot in the chest by Rude Boy. Super is at least there to trade him out.
Rude Boy's 30th kill of this
Blue
match as
flag
well,
taken.
putting himself well in front of everyone else.
Blue flag
carriers,
dropped.
and Super just gets caught out, so that's going to be the first kill of the half.
Blue flag
Once again
returned.
by Jayski.
Blue team
Nice use of that
scores.
Jordan as well, just launching himself towards the flag.
And here's Jayski on a run.
He wants to slow down either Glock going down. Does actually get taken down by Supra.
We'll see if the return happens here.
Super goes down, very unfortunate. But Vito currently having 2 players in the
Red
flag.
flag
Glock
taken.
does sense that stealth player gonna go down into
Blue
the
flag
smoke and
taken.
boot.
Red
Flag
flag
slightly long
dropped.
gone, although Super is at least here for the cross cap. Just wants to
Red
stick around in a
flag
very nice
returned.
flick, actually
Blue
dropping and
flag
returning the flag.
dropped. Blue flag returned.
Gonna go down,
Headshot.
so he doesn't get the counter cap. But he does at least stop another capture for Karma Clan from coming out.
Yeah, Super continuing to show that he's no slouch. Still hovering around 50% percentage, and a nice kill by Super there on Rude Boy as well.
Blue
And
flag
a double kill
taken.
and a flag grab for Supra.
Red flag taken.
Was able to get pretty far and even able to keep it up. Dodging these shots, Glock here to support.
Blue
but
flag
Glock goes
returned.
down and Romolo just cleans up everything. I think Jayski already has his hands
Blue
on
team scores. Red
his
flag
and
taken.
Romolo is standing, just waiting for the chain cap, and Glock has gone down. This is suddenly looking incredibly rough.
Blue flag taken.
Vito.
Yeah, this is clearly a map that is very
Blue
comfortable for
flag
Karma
dropped.
Clan.
Blue flag returned.
Well, capture
team
number 11 once
scores.
across the board for these teams.
There's still 3.5 minutes to go here, Halo.
Yeah, I'm wondering
Blue
if
flag-
they're looking
blue
to get
flag
20
dropped.
caps, because that
Blue
would be a little
red
mean, but
flag
also
taken.
within the realm of
Red flag
possibility.
dropped. Red flag returned.
Mola does fall. So,
Blue
Well,
flag taken.
Karma's got a well
Blue
fleshed
flag
out
dropped.
strategy.
Blue flag
Romolo
returned.
is kind of like a float between flag support and kill support. Jayski's kind of been the primary flag carrier, and Rude Boy's kind of just been killing everything
Blue
he
team
sees.
scores.
It's working out well for them as they put another capture on the board.
Blue flag taken.
we're seeing a good bit of, which we didn't see too much in the
Red
dual
flag
tournament last
taken.
month, is
Blue flag dropped. Blue flag
the
returned.
ramp slide effects movement. Say Romolo using it pretty well there to just kind of keep up the momentum.
Blue
gain a little
team
bit of speed as he
scores.
just kind of blitzes into the enemy base and getting a capture out of that. Despite it,
Oh.
I don't actually think he got a single kill on that flag run. He just kind of went in and took it.
flag dropped. Red flag returned. Red flag
Rude Boy's gonna
taken.
make his move now with the flag, and here he goes. And oh boy, is he quick.
Something else I'm noticing with Karma Clan is every time they get, or most of the time when they get a player
Blue team
into
scores.
the enemy base, they're getting two players. So if one
2
falls, the other
minutes
person can just dive right onto the flag, and that's what we saw. Rude Boy even getting all these kills. Absolutely
Yeah.
steadfast.
The rotations are good too. Like you saw, Rude Boy just got a capture, knows that his team is setting up for another
Red
grab,
flag
and instead of leaving the room and going back out in a mid, he waited for the attempted grab from the enemy and just took them out before advancing.
Very nice use of the teleport from Jason.
Blue team scores.
Loading down onto the
Red
flag
flag taken.
for the 15th chapter.
Red flag returned.
And Ramolo trying to get another escape quickly, but that time Arabitrus put a stop to it.
Blue flag dropped.
Double kill.
Oh, nice little
Blue flag
streak there by
taken.
Supra.
Even grabbing the flag off the back, that unfortunately has already been spotted out. That player's got the teleport to work with. So Super has to be very careful. Actually done a good job of getting out of here.
Yeah, nice little delay by Supra. Actually caused the enemy to double back, but then he escaped without being noticed up the side back to his base. Unfortunately, there's no flag there for him to capture.
Blue flag dropped.
And there's
Blue
Ramolo
flag
coming in and
returned.
taking him out from his right side.
Blue team scores.
Another tap for Karma.
dropped. Red flag returned.
Thirty
30 seconds left. Red flag taken.
Ultimately, it's going to get won by Karma Clan once again. J-Ski, flag in hand, does not get the movement he's looking
Red
for,
flag
going into mid,
dropped.
and it's going to get taken
Red
down.
blue flag
Teammate is there. Continue the capture, and the smoke grenade is called in. So much chaos.
And Rude Boy.
Red flag returned. 7.
But he does go down to
6. Red
block.
flag 5. 4. 3. Blue flag taken.
Unfortunately, Pepito will
Blue
not be getting
flag
the last second
dropped.
cap of the game. Bit of a rough series, 16-1, and now
And like, what a stark difference from Hyper Square. Like, I believe Hyper Square ended 2-0, and it just goes to show you how much the movement can change the game. Because Supra throughout, like, I mean, his accuracy dropped off a little bit towards the end there, probably because he was maniacally trying to do something to stop the bleeding. But they showed a good propensity to kill with Karma on that wide open map. But as soon as those walls closed in and there was all kinds of movement mechanics available to J-Ski, Romolo, and Rude Boy, all of a sudden they were able to take over the game using movement mechanics. And it just kind of separated them from the pack. Much different result from 2-0 previously.
Well, now Karma gets to stretch their legs a little bit more, because personally I'd be very surprised if they were not locked in for grand finals. That would be ridiculous. But yeah, now they get to stretch their legs against Fondue.
Yeah, and after Fondue just dropped their series to Pepito, with Karma coming in and just putting the foot down on Pepito, you would expect to see a similar result happen with Fondue. But, as they say, any given Sunday or Saturday in this instance, you could see something happen, so we will see.
Very true, very true. And I'm still loading in, so I don't know what the status on the players is, but there we go.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If basketball is going to be the first map here, based on what I just saw on Excite from Karma, it would lend itself to also being a very strong map for Karma for a number of reasons. First of all, those close corridors in, with the walls close together for the wall jumping. J-Ski, Romolo, Rude Boy were all moving around the map like maniacs. And as well, they are all pretty good fraggers in their own right, racking up the kills. So we'll see if the map stays here. If it does, I would expect another strong performance out of Karma.
If if I had to make a guess, Karmos is likely going to be picking Excite as their first as their map pick.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why to fix something that's not broken.
But, with any luck, Fondue will be picking basketball. It seems like we are loading into something else while all the players get connected. We'll be seeing
Well-
Vertigo, which I thought we were going to see earlier, but did not.
I think that what we're learning here is, with Karma only winning 2-0 on the more open hypersquare map, I think it's advisable to pick a map of that nature where they're not able to fully get into their movement, and it's a little more difficult to accumulate speed.
For sure.
I mean, the percentages, there's not that much of a disparity between the insta-give percentages. It's more or less a difference in teamwork, movement, and roles, quite frankly. The way that Karma used their roles last game is like, it was to perfection almost. They were rotating perfectly. As I noted, after Rude Boy picked up a cap, he wasn't really capping for most of the game. But when the opportunity was there to rotate into an offensive role, he got the pickup, he got the cap, and then he stayed in the base while his team picked up the flag. So their rotations were on point.
For sure, and do have Rude Boy and Uenia in the server. I'm just waiting on everyone else to connect. And personally, I hope we see Vertigo, and I believe it is also in the map pool, so it's not impossible to see it. But like I said before, very, very vertical, but vertically oriented map. But it's still lots of close quarters walls for players like those on Karma Clan to just kind of blitz around at whatever pace fits the beat of their drum. So
It's a very fast-paced beat. There's a couple double kicks.
maybe even never mind. But we do have Lily Manjewski loaded in now, albeit on the wrong teams. Whoops. But just waiting on Romolo now.
Yeah, and I think the key player for Fondue from the previous map that we watched was Kuhlman. So Kuhlman's going to have to be absolutely insane, I think, this time around.
There we go. Molo's all connected. Just need players on their respective teams. And they're all set and ready to go.
Just need a little team swap here.
Molo's at least already having fun. There we go.
And there's team swap.
Oh yeah, there we go. It's done. Wow, I don't have to mention it. It's happened already.
Blue flag
and
taken.
then we're all good to start.
Blue flag drop. Red flag taken.
They're just voting on the map right now.
Red flag dropped.
Just reloading it. As teams got fixed after the round started. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have Team Fondue versus Team Karma on Vertigo. An epic matchup of epic proportions. iCTF Master Arena. Come one, come all. Nixia Dash in the chat supporting their friend.
Wow. I'm glad you're having fun today, CXC.
Stretching the vocal cords.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. Let's get some Insta CTF underway. How are you doing, Nixia? Thanks for coming and watching the stream. Appreciate your support. Taking in the Master Arena in all of its excellence. Catching some iCTF. Nixia wishing good health upon me.
That's nice. Just waiting on everyone to finish their loading sequence.
Indeed, indeed.
3, 2,
Yes.
1.
And there we go.
Play.
Now spared from our shenanigans, and now
Headshot.
to see what the players are doing. And already a firefight breaking out. Romolo gonna be taking down Lillian, and even turning around to take down Lillian.
Oh,
That's finally
and
continuing
YOLO
the fight.
Romolo going ham solo. 3 kills to start the map. Uenya almost matching his output with 2.
Red flag taken.
I'm already getting a flag grab. Already getting a cap, as a matter of fact. Well, that slipped under my radar.
Triple kill.
Well, the action is fast and furious, frantic would be the best description, as these spawns are coming in close quarters as well. All kinds of frags coming out.
Trying so desperately to land a shot, and unfortunately just not having the consistency that he did on Hyperscore earlier today. Just gonna stand on the other hand. Jayski just being such a nuisance around all this geometry, and even just dashing around, just causing a distraction,
Blue flag
allowing
dropped.
his flag carrier to escape. And,
Narrowly missing a snapshot there as well. But is with his flag carrier up
Blue
top,
flag
and
returned.
there is the support as
Blue
Romolo
team
drops
increases
down and
their
brings
lead.
home the capture.
Blue flag taken. Blue flag returned.
dodging fire in his way, and finally gets taken down by Coolman.
And the iCTF insanity continues, Halo.
For sure. Well, you do have health in this mode, but it doesn't mean anything as one shot just puts you down to 0.
Red flag taken.
Jayski has gotten a flag grab, and he's already teeing up some ridiculous movement. Oh, the
Blue
teleporter is
red
going to bring
flag
him
dropped.
to
Red
his own
flag
flagpole.
returned.
However, he's
Blue
met
red
with
flag
the
taken.
stealthy Coolman, and he
Blue
will
flag
be
returned.
returning that flag immediately. Lilium tries to keep the
Red
dream alive,
flag
but gonna go down.
dropped.
Yeah,
Red flag returned.
and Lilium's
Blue
able to
flag
get a red return. Oh, nice shot there by Lilium. Eventually goes down. Man, Jayski's been showing some excellent maneuvers
flag
with those
dropped.
tellies, though, for sure.
Blue
Jayski,
flag returned.
a little bit of a speed demon here today.
Absolutely.
Red flag
Almost
taken.
left the only one with this flag. He does get pounced on by Uenya, but gonna be winning that duel. And teleport comes out immediately
Blue
back to the
team
flag
scores.
stand. And honestly, as a spectator, I have no idea what one would do about that.
Yeah, Jayski's just going from one side of the map to the other in an instant.
Blue flag
And there is nothing that you can do about it, Halo, except to
Blue
watch
flag
the
dropped.
insanity incur.
Blue flag returned.
For those who have to deal with this.
Yeah, as you were noting, the players do have health, that doesn't matter, but at the end of these games, they might not have mental health because this is crazy.
Because Jayski has just been a little bit brutal.
Just a little bit. Jayski continuing to run around too. Another flag grab for him.
Blue flag taken.
But Lilium actually has one as well.
Blue flag dropped. Blue flag returned.
Jayski just
Red flag
waiting
taken.
for all backs to be turned, and not going to be teleporting across the map this time. Just going to be turning that right across, and well, fortunately for him, does not run into a single
Blue
soul.
team scored.
Fourth capture on the board for Colonel.
Combo.
Romolo with a little bit of a bloodbath all at his hands, and it just is not stopping.
Ooh, nice
Red
shot by
flag
Jayski
taken.
there on the flag pickup, taking out Kugelman. A nice little dodge, and there's that teleport once again. A couple wall jumps, and Jayski's in there with another cap. 5 to zip, and another kill. Still on the move here.
Blue flag taken.
Jayski not landing these shots, but
Red
doesn't matter
flag
because
taken.
when he goes down, and
Red
already
flag dropped.
hands on the flag, but just a drop from Romolo. They're still there to keep the dream alive. Nope, Uenya
Red flag
is
taken.
there to drop it, but Rude Boy immediately back in there, and some very nice
Blue flag
methodical
dropped.
movement
Blue
for
flag
a little
returned.
bit there. And does get casters cursed. is forced
Blue
to
team
slow
scores.
down.
Red flag taken.
Still able to bring home the capture though. And Rihanna has a theme song for him.
Headshot.
Ooh, nice kill there on the... Look like invisible cool.
Headshot. Double kill.
Using
One
that
hit
ghost, I
remains.
believe.
Triple kill.
Red flag taken. Blue flag taken.
Just get his hands on the flag, and actually, good use of that lift. Does make his way across, but needs to be careful. And here we go. We do see some of the jump pad usage and that verticality of this map. Does spot the enemy flag carrier, but does not have the time to actually deal with him.
30 seconds left.
Change with the cheeky fall down to the lift there and then gets lifted back up out of view.
Making himself scarce. And
Blue flag dropped.
does get pounced on by Lillian, but is able to take him down.
Yeah, Coolman goes down to a Romolo kill, but Coolman
Blue-
actually is
blue
able to
flag drop.
collect the
9,
flag, but there he goes down
8,
again as Rude Boy takes him
7,
out this time.
6.
Jayski just
5,
chilling, waiting for a return,
4,
but doesn't look like
blue
he's gonna
flag
get it in
returned.
time.
Blue
Last
team
second, there we go.
scores.
Oh, there it is. My goodness. And Rude Boy making a rude maneuver with the last second cap unnecessarily. Doesn't matter. This is a cumulative score. Every cap matters. So call him a Rude Boy. He's gonna put it up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
I don't know if we can
4,
follow up to that, I'm
3,
being honest.
2.
Second half is starting now. JFK already making moves, but gonna get taken down. Coleman. Hopefully we'll see some more consistency out of him because we know he's capable of it. But actually, he's going to be the one to make the aggressive plays.
Red flag
And,
taken.
very nice use of that stealth. Gonna keep himself alive for now, at the very least.
Blue flag
Bro!
dropped.
The jump pad getting comboed.
Blue flag
Combo
returned.
kill for Rude
Blue
Boy.
team scores.
Oh my
Red
goodness.
flag
And it
taken.
leads to a cap
Red
for his
flag-
team.
red flag
9 to
returned.
zilch.
Rude Boy on the hunt, still landing all these shots. And, he's actually the only one
here.
near his flag at the moment, but
Blue flag taken.
suddenly left all alone with the enemy flag. There's
Red
one player
flag
here, two
taken.
players even. Lillian though just going straight down. And,
Coolman with the
flag
flag
dropped.
pickup. It's gonna go down to Rude Boy.
Blue
Looked like he
flag
was gonna get out of the
returned.
picture there, but Rude Boy said absolutely not. Rest in peace, Coolman.
Lillian
Red
flying
flag
in, just
taken.
stopping that red, but
Red
JSP is going to
flag
be keeping that
dropped.
alive.
Red
Coolman though
flag
just
returned.
does drop him. Where is the flag?
Red
I'm not
flag
actually
taken.
sure.
Red
But,
flag dropped. Red flag returned.
Lilium is going
Red
to
team
get a cap
scores.
for Fondue. And Fondue is finally able to put one on the board. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Well done by Lilium.
Lillian just trying to stay alive, trying to get the kill out of these combos, but not meant to be. That player actually just eating the projectile of the Instagate rifle. She's just gonna go down, and Coolman going down as well. Gonna create some space for Karma to get something out of this, I'd imagine.
You see Rude Boy actually going down there to Lilium.
Blue flag taken. Blue flag
So this
dropped.
here on the spawn mode to stop the run, Coolman going down.
Blue flag returned.
And even though there was
Blue
kind of even
flag
though there was
taken.
a player
Blue
on the
flag
flag
dropped.
already, Ramona's there. Kind of cool things down a bit. And now Rude Boy finally having a moment to rest.
Double kill.
Oh, Romola with a double kill. Drifting behind his teammate, but eventually goes down. And I believe it was Coolman who took him down.
Red flag taken.
Still fighting to keep some presence
Blue
in
flag
the
returned.
does go
Blue
down.
team scores.
Another cap just come out for Karma Clan.
10 to 1 to score.
Well, just getting it
Blue
ganged up
flag
on him,
taken.
man.
Coolman with a flag grab here, but
Red flag taken.
Romolo also with a flag grab is gonna make Coolman a
Blue
little
flag,
bit more
blue
urgent
flag
than he might
returned.
want to be.
There's Jayski with the frag on Coolman. Returns the flag as well. That could result in a capture as Romolo's looking to bring it home. And he is coming in high
Whoop.
Blue team
and use the
scores.
teleport. A little bit confusing on screen for just a moment,
Red
but
flag taken.
Romolo knew exactly what he was doing, and it is 11-1 Halo. And wow, there's the combo kill, plus a repeat down to the bottom. The kills by Romolo are insane. Lillian goes to sleep as well. Hey, Coolman, how about you as well? Oh my god, it's a 5-kill spree from Romolo after the capture. Unbelievable work by Romolo.
Red flag taken.
Finally going down, does get another kill after his
2
respawn.
minutes
but,
remains.
that's all
Blue
he's
team
granted.
scores.
And,
Red flag taken.
well, the rest of his team taking advantage of that chaos.
Double kill. Combo master.
Romolo was a one-man wrecking crew on that sequence.
Rude Boy even quietly sneaking in another cap here.
Blue team scores.
There we go. 14-1. And I don't mean to be a pessimist, but this is looking like this series. This is only map 1. But
It's not looking too good there, Halo.
no, it's not.
Red flag taken.
However, from our previous
Blue
matchups, we
team
kind of
scores.
assess the
Red
level of
flag
these teams'
taken.
abilities, and probably not surprising to see Karma doing this. We knew a lot of these players from the dual tournament to begin with. As you see, Rude Boy just
Blue
absolutely
team
blows
scores.
across the map and gets another cap, 16-1. With 16 being the previous high score on the cap, we'll see if they can eclipse that. They do have 52 seconds to work with.
This is so rough because every time Fondue are sneaking in a kill, there's
Red
always
flag
someone from
taken.
Karma to just trade it out, and it's usually Jayski.
Blue team scores.
Yeah.
Red
Gotten the score, and
flag
Rude Boy's
taken.
already right back in there.
Blue flag taken.
Every time it looks like there's a glimmer
30
of hope,
seconds
they get
left.
bitten by Karma.
There it is. Rude Boy already has the flag in hand, and actually,
Blue flag
gotten
dropped.
onto his
Double kill.
Blue team scores.
There we go, the return does come in for him, so capture number 18, there is still time for
10,
him, but
9, 8,
I don't think it's gonna be
7,
happening. Jayski is gonna go on a
6,
killing spree.
5. Red flag taken. 3,
He's having fun.
2,
And
1.
does not have the time to
Red
get the
flag
19th
dropped.
cap in, unfortunately.
And
Yeah.
wow, the scoreboard was crazy in that game. 74 kills for Romolo, I believe. Yes, 74. So very clearly distancing himself in the pack on that map. Romolo was quite comfortable, you know, kind of rolled his shoulders, got in the zone, and just put in work. His KD, believe it or not, was lower than Jayski, who only had 54. So Jayski playing that one a little more low key, but still putting in work himself. Also getting a ton of caps, as you see him leading the scoreboard for Team Karma. Yeah, a little bit of a disparity between both aim skill and movement skill with those teams. Not to say that Fondue is not a skilled team as they are. We saw lots of great plays coming out of all of the players on their team. They all had their moments, but man, Karma's just a really strong side, Halo.
For sure, although there is still a glimmer of hope for Fondue in this, as the next map they'll be playing is Hyper Square, which we not only saw was definitely not a very dominant map for Karma, but it was also the map that Fondue was able to really give good competition to Pepito on
Pepito,
once they kind of figured out what Super was doing.
Yeah, definitely. Supra seemed to like taking those flags through low, and so we did see that they had the ability to make an adjustment mid-game. This map itself has lended itself to lower scores overall. So, you know, if I think that for Fondue to have a chance to make this map competitive, what they're going to want to do is focus on their aim, try to outkill the opponent if they can. I mean, I think that overall they have a better chance of matching up with Karma in that department than they do in the movement and teamwork department thus far from my observations. So if they can sort of, try to
3,
win out in that frag
2,
battle, they might have a chance here.
1.
We'll see what they do.
Play.
Well, they, at the bare minimum, they need somebody to match the output of Romolo. And well, Romolo actually already getting taken down by Coolman. And
Yeah. Most definitely. Romolo was like separating himself from the pack big time. And I called it in the first 5 seconds last game. YOLO Romolo going solo. I could feel his intensity at the start of the last map, so we'll see if he continues.
Red flag
He's
returned.
still waiting for someone to push him. Does get taken down.
Red flag
But
taken.
Rude Boy going on a little bit of a tear, gets a good sequence of kills, and also a hand on the flag and already flying back way
Red
across mid, and the
flag
stamina
dropped.
not there for him. Gonna get taken down by Coolman. It actually follows
Red
up with
flag
Rude Boy getting his own refrags. Flag does get returned though, so the 3-man's here for Rude Boy. But there are still kills to be had, and even a teammate in the enemy base.
Yeah, and you definitely got to be very conscious of your stamina meter on this map. Oh, nice shot there, Rude Boy, low to high, taking out that bridge enemy, trying to snipe from above. But already, just at the start of this map, Halo, you can see that it's a much slower pace than some of the other maps. I mean, the game is still played at a fast pace, but it's easier to choke out those quick consecutive caps.
Red flag taken.
Turn JSK actually sneaking in here. Rude Boy.
Kill.
Blue flag
JSK instead of instead of those seeking to kill him. There we go. Now he's team boosting. There
Yeah.
we go.
And here's JC hitting the jump pad.
Has returned it
flag
to a
dropped.
flag
Blue
stand,
flag
although it has been
returned.
dropped, and there's the
Blue
return.
team
JSK with the first kill, 1.5 minutes, I believe, into the first half.
Headshot.
Ooh, nice shot there by Rude Boy. Headshot, in fact.
Good use of the stealth from JSK.
Ooh,
Dominating.
and Rude Boy with a nice little sequence himself.
Red flag
Double
taken.
jumps
Red
onto the flag, and he's
dropped.
gonna make his play, but
Red
he's
flag
gonna go down.
returned.
So again, easy to get grabs here,
Red flag
but
taken.
not easy to escape.
JSK here, just fully supporting his flag runner, excuse me. Nice use of the combo on the low ground. Eugenio just getting taken down.
Yeah, and Romolo just skips through the mid there.
Blue
Just still
flag
has some
dropped.
opposition in the base,
Blue
but
flag
Rude Boy
returned.
is going to be taking care of that. And JSK is just causing issues across the map.
Blue team increases their lead.
Yeah. Koolman actually leading the way in accuracy, and has had a 1K to D, but look at those big kill death ratios for Rude Boy and J-Ski. Amazing to see Romolo with a 0.5 KD after putting up 74 kills last map, but here we are.
Red flag taken. Red
See
flag
Lillian
dropped.
making some good
Red
ground.
flag returned.
Unfortunately, gonna go down as I mention it. JSK now looking to close some ground, expecting a little bit of a push. Not gonna be seeing it, but does find another player across the way. They're actually gonna get taken down by Talia and JSK. There's 2 players behind him and 1 ahead of him. But Rude Boy is going to level the field. Going on a killing spree now. Now it's JSK's turn to put some frags on the board. Rude Boy going down on the flag, and JSK nice use the combo.
Ooh, absolutely taking out Koolman as well after that
Red
flag pickup.
dropped.
Oh,
But that flag run doesn't last too long as
Red
JC
flag
gets taken out.
taken. 2 minutes remains.
trying to do their best to just stop anyone from entering. Unfortunately, it's all for naught. Coolman is so incredibly close to that enemy player. Unfortunately, the foliage restricting vision. And,
Blue team
well,
scores. Red flag
Armor
There
taken.
is the 3rd capture.
and already set up on the chain cap. The flag already getting around.
Red flag dropped. Red flag returned.
There it is. It does get returned.
Yeah, choked out in that low mid, but as you mentioned, they were setting up for a chain cap in quick succession. Rude Boy is going to teleport in here, though, and
Red
get
flag
another pickup
taken.
with the red. And he's going to dash over to that jump pad, up to the high bridge, and across. has an enemy on his tail, misses a couple shots.
Blue flag
They're
taken.
trading here, and finally he'll take out Lilium. Rude Boy's still on the move. He's onto that mid-platform into his base, and there is an enemy with the flag.
I don't know if what
flag
Coolman
blue
just
flag
did was on
returned.
screen,
Red
but that
flag
was
taken.
glorious.
Blue team scores.
Just like stood still, Romolo closed in to see what was up, and then Coolman just shot him in the chest and started running off with the flag. Fortunately, didn't go anywhere, but I appreciate the hell out of that play.
At the end of the day, Coolman did end up going down. Rude Boy dropped the flag as well, but
30
Romolo cleaned up
seconds
the mess, and it's 4-0 for Team Karma.
Wouldn't be surprised to see one
flag
more
taken.
cap. There's 20 seconds left. The flag has been picked up, but when you're trying her best to kind of restrict what Karma can get away with here, but gonna get taken down, Rude Boy.
10,
Excellent
9,
use of the movement
8,
tools granted to him.
7, 6,
And we're getting out of here, J-Ski to
4,
support. Nice
3,
blind shot into Coolman,
2,
who was in stealth.
1.
Rude
Red
Boy
flag
Oh!
will not be getting the 5th cap, unfortunately.
Rude Boy tried so hard to get that last capture, but just about a second short. But another premium effort, and as I noted in the pregame, just a lower scoring map overall. You know, it wasn't 18 this time, it was 4, so
10,
we'll see what happens
9,
after the second
8,
half, but certainly
6,
playing
flag
at a slower
four,
rate than the previous
3,
map.
2.
We're sure that seems to be the name of the game on Hypersquare. Well, that's not for a lack of trying on Rude Boy and J-Ski. Coolman actually, I think that Romolo that could have gotten very much out of hand, and spawning in the low ground could benefit him quite a bit. Rude Boy and J-Ski do make the range. J-Ski goes down, and they're actually not even aware that Rude Boy is there. After taking down Uenya, he does go down. Oh. Does heal the player, and now he's found him, and actually gonna lose out on that duel. Meanwhile, though, his teammates are attempting to run the flag. J-Ski just sprinting across mid. Unfortunately, there's 2 ahead of him, 1 behind him who's got a beat.
Blue flag
Does not grant him anything in the stealth, running out right on the flagpole. J-Ski does get taken down. And both flags getting returned, no cap for Karma Clan.
Yes, and that was very close to being a capture, but luckily for Coolman, he had support from 2 teammates there to make the return. They weren't able to get the flag out themselves, but at least they were able to prevent the cap from going up against them.
Red flag taken.
Oh,
Double
J-Ski is just
kill.
bullying Coolman. 4 kills in a row, all up in Coolman, because he just keeps spawning right in J-Ski's crosshair. And while his teammates have cleaned up the rest of Fondue, so a relatively uneventful run for J-Ski after that.
Blue team scores.
Unfortunate.
And he's back on the offensive as well.
Dominating.
Oh, and a nice kill. He's on the domination spree. Sound effect pops in light of the fact.
Eagle Eye.
And oh, a long range kill gets the eagle eye sound effect. So J-Ski really stretching his legs and showing what he's capable of here. But you
Red flag
Uenya with a kill on Rude Boy.
Red flag returned.
J-Ski heard us talk about how slow this map is, and then went, wait, hold on. What if I just hit every shot? Unfortunately, that player hits the projectile, but it
Red
pops
flag
him up for the hit
dropped.
scan.
Red flag
And
returned.
J-Ski, the lone wolf of Karma Clan, just causing problems en masse for Fondue players. Rude Boy
Red
to sneak
flag
in, does
taken.
drop Uenya on his way in, flag in hand, even dropping Lilium. There are still 2 players ahead of him,
Oh!
but Uenya going down once again, triple kill. Stealth player is closing the distance, but Rude Boy has plenty of support, and blind fire, Coolman erased.
And
Wiped.
Rude Boy did all of this while basically
Blue team
jumping
scores.
backwards on that flag run. Saw an invisible enemy and says, I can't see you, but I'll still kill you. Unbelievable.
Red flag taken.
What's worth noting as well is nobody in Karma Clan has some real, like, Rude Boy just doing this as I'm talking about it, but like, no one on Karma Clan has particularly
Red
stellar
flag dropped.
accuracy. Like, Romolo only just now getting to 40%,
flag
but
taken.
still no one matching the accuracy of Coolman.
Yeah, Romola was abusing the spawn system for a second
Blue
there.
team
Figured out where they
scores.
were spawning in and was just laying them to waste in consecutive spawns. But yeah, as you noted, Kuhlman is keeping up appearances with the accuracy, but the KD doesn't match it. 24 kills, 42 deaths. Just
Blue
being
flag-
selective
red
with the
flag
shots, I
taken.
believe.
Red flag.
To be
Red
fair,
flag
though, to
returned.
Coolmon, there was also a stretch of time where he was spending more time on the on the respawn screen. He
Blue
was
flag
actually
dropped.
moving around
flag
because Jayski
returned.
was just bullying him in his own base. But,
And Kuhlman did make an effort to get a flag out there, but was stopped dead in his tracks, crossing through mid. So not to be for Kuhlman. We'll see what Lilium can do here as we have a look at them. And a little fight on the bridge here.
Jayski,
And-
Lilium,
Red
please,
flag
one of you. There we go. Fighting tooth and nail for that kill. Lilium just getting kicked in the teeth by Rude Boy. And Rude Boy, well, no one's ahead of him. He's got the flag. This is capture number 8, baby.
Yep. And there he is
Blue
bouncing
team
in.
scores.
Takes a look at his teammate as they spawn in. And will just casually jump out. And man, the Rude Boy movement, leaving his own base, jumping onto the mid platform, and 2 insta-gives instantly,
And he
as
is
you
that
would
player.
expect.
He knows that stealth player's there. Can't quite get a beat on him though. Oh
Man.
that would have. Oh,
The way that the way that Rude Boy traverses the map out of his base into mid, landing on that platform, is awesome. He's very good with the movement.
like butter, and when you're just getting picked out of the air. Oh, does finally miss some shots, but
Red
it's
flag taken.
the trade-off of some very sick movement.
Red
Ah,
flag
nice job by
dropped.
Coolman there.
There you go.
Was able to stop the escape.
When you even off the spawn, cleaning up Rude Boy. Oh, the Rude Boy already back in here, and he's here to cause problems. He's chosen violence. Coolman taken out of the picture and
30
already
seconds
spawned right
left.
back in front of Rude Boy. Rude Boy does not stop for the
Red
combo.
flag dropped.
And Coolman gonna be trading out Rude Boy.
Red flag returned.
Coolman once again leading in accuracy, 43%, doing the best they can to keep that flag in the base. But man, is it tough against these guys. As here's another pickup.
Red flag dropped.
But he does take out Rude Boy.
Red flag returned. 5, 4.
Well, at the very least, that
3,
does stop capture number
1.
9. And, well,
Yeah. It's a mirror of the first half, Halo. 4 caps on the first half, 4 caps on the second, and that is 8-0 following an 18-1 performance. Sorry, I believe it was 19-1 because there was a last second cap by Rude Boy on Vertigo. But yeah, all in all, just an unbelievable performance by Team Karma. I mean, you got to appreciate the fact that, you know, Fondue hung in there the best that they could. Kuhlman was doing his best to keep flags in there, but I mean, wow, that's just a great performance all around by Karma.
yeah, I think Rude Boy ended that map with 62 kills. Oh my goodness.
Rude Boy in particular was just absolutely stunning on that map. The way that he was moving through mid like butter, as you noted, was just. I mean, it's a huge difference maker, right? Like most of the players are not making that wall jump out of base into the mid platform, and he is, and because it's not common amongst the players. You know, when he's able to execute that, it's not only good for him, it's surprising to the opponent.
One thing that I kind of want to highlight as well is like not only because like I feel like sometimes this kind of gets missed out on. Like not only is Rude Boy able to do, like not only was he capable of making that jump, but he was also able to do it so consistently every time that like
Mhm.
they weren't able to handle him once. They're not going to be able to handle him for the next 7 times that he gets onto the flag. So he was just running wild. He was having a good time, and well,
Oh,
Fondue
yeah.
really had nothing to do about it.
If you look at it objectively too, you look at a player like Supra, who in the previous map was constantly trying to get those flag runs out through the low mid. If Supra had that in his tool belt where he could make that jump that Rude Boy was making, it would absolutely create a difference in those flag escapes. But yeah, just good gameplay all around from Karma there. I think Romolo on the previous map had the craziest sequence that we've seen since we were watching today, where he went on a rampage for about 7 kills and got a capture. So, yeah, it does sound like we're going to be taking a 10-minute break before the grand finals. So, everybody buckle up as we'll see if Pepito can do what they need to do in order to make a competitive grand finals here against what seems to be the beast, the Goliath, if you will, in Team Karma.
is restarting.
Making
So-
sure that we get a smooth experience for the grand finals.
For sure, for sure. And when that's all set up, we'll get started. Although now I'm left to ask the question, if Pepito do take Hyper Square, what do you think their chances on Vertigo are? Because we have
Well-
not seen them play today.
As long as Romolo doesn't get 75 frags again, they'll have some sort of chance. But I mean, it wasn't just Romolo either. If memory serves me correctly, Jayski had something like Jayski had a crazy amount of frags as well. So
Jayski also had some. Jayski and Rude Boy had some really brutal strategies where, as long as they can get to the flag, they can get the capture because they can just teleport back to their flagpole.
yeah,
So,
no doubt.
I
No dudes.
think the server is up? Question mark. Here we go. I'm loading in
I-
now.
I need a moment. I need to restart my Steam. If you
Got
could
it,
just
got it.
hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm launching my game again just now. And is the server back up?
Looks like it. Yep. Rude Boy's in here as well.
Beauty, beauty, beauty. Well, yeah, so like you were saying, if they're able to take a map off them on Hyper Square, they still would have their work cut out for them. But I'm not going to say that it's not possible. I just hope that they're able to put up a fight. I think that they have good talent on their team, so it's certainly within the realm of possibility.
For sure. Super kind of seems to be the front runner of like for most of the mechanics that Pepito's working with, but like sure weren't seeing like stellar movement out of say Glock, especially on this map earlier, but like he was still so very consistent with his aim that if given the right opportunity could certainly go on a tear and really be a thorn in the side of Karma.
Yeah, I think the players on Karma, Rude Boy, Jayski, and Romolo are all very active members of the Master Arena community. I've seen Romolo, for example, on Twitch doing demo reviews from the previous tournament, reviewing some of the matchups and giving his take on them. Rude Boy seems to be heavily involved with everything. So these guys have a lot of experience. I think that a team like Pepito, as they get more reps in, will have an ability to close the experience gap, if you will, and that might help them in their endeavor to maybe become more competitive because they definitely have the skill sets, right?
Indeed, they do. Everyone's all connected and everyone's on the same team. Nice and smooth and quick.
And it is Arabitrix.
Yeah, there you go.
So we are getting ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is the grand finals of the Master Arena 3v3 InstaGib CTF tournament. Team Karma versus Team Pepito. Let's go.
And Rude Boy crashed. Whoops.
3, 2,
one of these days it'll line up for you, man. Not yet though.
I'm trying.
Unfortunate. But should be quick to get him back in here. And we can actually for reals begin the grand finals.
For reals.
Once again, the tournament up to this point in the round robin format was best of twos with cumulative score. This will just be a best of three, which is purely down to the map wins. So just because you dominated one map and lost the other two does not grant you the W. And
Right, you are, Halo.
curious to see if we'll. I doubt it will, but I am curious to see if we'll see Karma kind of change up the pace as a fault of that, and Rude Boy blaming J-Ski for his crash. Nice.
Blue flag taken.
Jerem with the +1. Oh god, it's so good.
Yep. Let's get this restarted,
Draw.
and can actually start the finals.
I love the +1 by Jerem there. Made my day.
Like, that's what makes it official. Now we can 100% pin Rude Boy crashing on J-Ski.
It's confirmed.
And I got booted. Uh-oh. There we go.
Three, two, one, play.
Things seemed to have happened. Uh-oh. You're missing Arbitrix. No, not Arbitrix. Wow, we're missing Romolo and Super from the server. But,
And me.
yeah, you'll get here when you get here. Right?
I'm on my way.
There we go. Super's here, except he's on Karma. Whoopsies. There we go.
Supra for real. Know what I'm saying?
I hope that's what that means.
Me too. I think it's probably more likely that it stands for like France or something,
Red
as
flag
there's a
taken.
large French community in this game. But
Headshot.
Red flag
for my
returned.
purposes, I'm going to just assume that it stands for real. Because Supra is for real, for real.
He is the genuine real deal. And currently, Arbitrix's team is beating him up. Now Romolo has crashed. Oh no, oh dear, oh gosh. He enabled cheats.
Glad to
JSK
see-
absolutely ruthless.
I'm glad to see that everybody's having a good time, though.
Yep. It was unfortunate, but everyone's at least being a good sport about it.
Play.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get things sorted out here.
Draw.
All right. J-Ski better stop crashing people's games or I'm going to start losing my mind. Just kidding. But with any luck, we can get back into this very shortly.
I am in the server.
As am I. However, Supra and Romolo cannot yet relate. There we go. There's Supra.
Supra is now in the server for real.
Yep, just one player to go. Then we can kick off this best of 3. Once again, the map's our Excite, which is what we are going to zoom it around here. Then Hyper Square, which should be an interesting map as Karma is not comfortable there as they are in the rest of the map pool. And then Vertigo to Titan to finish everything off. Should we need to go the distance?
Indeed, indeed, right you are. Romolo closed Clarice's Twitter. I don't know who Clarice is, but I'm guessing that she's someone in France.
Probably a safe bet. Romolo. There we go. No hope for Romolo. Unfortunate. Romolo in chat. Hey. There we go. We do have him in the server now. So, you are
All
free.
right.
You all are free from our filler.
3.
As soon as the party is up, and there we go.
Play.
For all the build up, it's finally time. Karma versus Pepito for the grand finals. Jayski already opening up with a combo. Boy getting taken down from across the way. And well, Karma actually getting stuffed on this opening push. And Glock swinging out in the mid. Does not see the player actually making his way into base. Super going down, but Karma's grabbed the flag. Glock.
Oh, wow.
Little lost, it
Red
would
team
seem.
takes the lead.
What a run by Rude Boy. He got the flag grab there and evaded being shot like 4 or 5 times using those wall bounces. Excellent work by Rude Boy as they take an early 1-0 lead, Halo.
Blue flag taken.
Indeed they do, and they've already got their hands on the flag once again. Jayski hoping for these combos, bouncing off the wall. Oh, excuse me, that's Romolo who's gotten the flag now. And make his way out of there very quickly. But gonna get stabbed in the back by that shot right out of the teleporter. And Rude Boy looking for literally any angle at all to get something out of this. He did get that player go down the ramp, and he's gonna take him down. Glock out of the picture. Super with his hands on the flag. Down he goes.
Red flag returned.
Nice pixel shot there
Red
from
team
Rude Boy
increases their lead.
as it looked like he was around the corner. Super, that is, on the escape. But Rude Boy put him to sleep, and there's the return for a 2-0 lead. As we continue to watch Rude Boy traversing this map like a professional. Oh, it's over the top of
Blue flag
Arabitrix.
taken.
Arabitrix had no idea what was coming, and well, Glock down as well. Nobody's ahead of Rude Boy. The shots from behind don't ring out. So another
Red
cap
team scores.
firmly in the hands of Karma.
Yeah, the movement is just superior. I mean, Rude Boy is just...
Blue
He's a
flag
beast.
taken.
Plain and simple. And if you look at Romolo, 65%, 13 kills on the board already. He's doing all of the legwork to keep that mid area
Red
open
flag
so that Rude Boy can dance through.
This could be big. Arabitrix has snuck in, has his hands on the flag.
Blue
And,
flag
what
dropped.
has even stopped the run from Romolo? Does not stay to return, does not want to get punished like Super was in games past. And, nope, has made it back home. Their flag's still
Blue
on the
flag
ground.
taken. Red flag.
Oh.
Red flag
Arabitrix is
returned.
gonna go down.
Red team scores.
Yeah, Rude Boy made the return there, unfortunately. I think he probably should have invested the time to drop down and try to return that flag. It looked like he was relatively safe to at least make a return, even if he lost his escape.
Red flag taken.
Romolo knew exactly where he dropped that flag.
Red flag taken. Red
Rude
flag.
Boy trying
Red
so hard
flag
to get team
returned.
boosted out, just doesn't happen. Teammate gets shot from behind him. And, well, nothing but
team
friendlies
scores.
around him. Gonna be an easy 5th capture of the game. Well, Rude Boy's actually already trying to make his way back over. Very nice movement. Not land the opening
Ooh.
shot, but does land the follow-up. Arbitrix is
Blue flag-
gone. His teammate is here to
flag
support him with the
dropped.
kill onto Supra. And now it's Romolo left alone.
Blue flag taken.
Able to get 1
Blue
kill, able to
flag
get 2.
dropped.
Not gonna be able to get to number 3.
Blue
So
flag
run ends
returned.
there. However,
Nice kill by Glock, taking out JC on the right side. Here's 2 enemies on the left side. But unfortunately, one of them got in behind him. Looks like that'll probably be a flag grab.
Red flag dropped. Red flag returned.
Glock has made his way over, opens up with 1 kill, not able to get the 3rd. Does dodge the combo though, and Jayski diving in, is gonna get punished, but Glock does get pinched. And down he goes now.
Red flag taken. Red
The
flag.
tricks.
Blue flag.
Almost
red
gets a
flag
sneaky
returned.
grab, but gets his heels caught on the way out. Now Jayski
Yeah, it wasn't the ding.
for this
Blue
round.
flag dropped. Blue flag returned.
Jayski has found an opponent, not able to get the kill. Glock actually, very nice movement. Gonna be keeping himself alive, but let's go down. In the meantime though, Rude Boy has snuck in, has grabbed the flag, and has
Red
planted
team
it right
scores.
upon his own flag stand for capture number 6. Still 5.5 minutes left in this round.
Yeah, man, it doesn't take him very long to get across the map. And the theme so far in this map has been that it looks
Red
like,
flag-
you know,
red
Pepito
flag
can
dropped. Blue
aim
flag
with these
taken.
guys one-on-one,
Red flag taken.
but
Red
Karma's getting the
flag
drop on
dropped.
them
Red
positionally,
flag returned.
surprising them from strange angles from above and such. They're constantly getting in behind them in their own base.
Very,
What
Red
the
team
boy here?
scores.
very nice teleport from Romolo. Does not even risk going out into mid. He's just already back in his own base.
Headshot.
Blue
Gets
flag
put down before he can
taken.
get in
Blue
there, but that
flag
opens up enough
dropped.
space for Rude Boy to pick it
Blue
up.
flag
Does not get out of there. Supra. Very nice double kill.
Yep, Glock put the chrome to his dome.
Blue flag taken.
Not able to follow up, unfortunately. Rude Boy and Jayski holding strong in the flag room.
Blue flag dropped.
Oof,
Blue
Blue
flag
Boy gets
returned.
surrounded there.
Blue flag
But
taken.
Jayski's now on the move.
Blue flag dropped.
A
Blue
little
flag
bit too far to
returned.
the left and just wedges himself into the corner. Easy shot for Supra to hit. And,
Blue flag
our
taken.
opponents in his base takes 1 down. The second gets taken down by a friend, and Supra actually moving out to go for the cutoff on this flag run. To spot the ankles for just a moment, but Rude Boy's there to put him down. And thus capture number 8.
Red team
is in
scores.
the bag.
Blue flag
Yep.
taken.
Double kill there for Rude Boy. And he's now on a dominating killing spree, plus on the offensive, looking for some more
Red team
captures.
scores.
And there it is.
Blue flag
Rude Boy
taken.
is doing
Blue flag
absolute
dropped.
work. But then again, Ramolo's doing
Blue
work
flag
too. 29
returned.
kills to his name.
And Arbitrix actually.
Blue flag taken.
Oops, never mind. Excuse me. Just scrap that
Blue
thought out of the
flag
way.
dropped.
Karma not
Blue
getting away with
flag
another flag run
returned.
this time. Arbitrix trying to scramble across mid. Does land the shot onto Rude Boy. Known immediately in his way to put him in the dirt, but Rude Boy gets his
Blue flag-
projectile
red
shot by
flag taken.
Arbitrix, so
Red-
he's just gonna
blue
go
flag-
down.
Blue flag returned.
That's funny, and Glock caught in the smoke, still somehow able to take down Rude Boy. Now,
Red flag
against the
taken.
opponent that he can actually see. Does finally take him down and even able to follow up on Rude Boy's flag carry still left alive. Romolo's
Triple
down for the
kill.
count.
And here comes Jayski, bursting into the base, waiting for that return.
Red flag
Super
dropped.
went into
Red
mid
flag
and was met
returned.
with Romolo. Unfortunate.
Red team scores.
Jayski
Blue
gonna make that a
flag
nice
taken.
round number, putting
Blue
it up
flag
to
returned.
10, and we're not even out of the first round. These boys really know how to move around on this map. I'll tell you what.
Nice sequence of shots from Super there. Nice double kill at Arbitrix. Even we getting a 3rd kill into Rude Boys. So suddenly the space is looking a little open. Romolo
Red flag taken.
gonna be going down. Very nice use of that smoke. Arbitrix
Blue flag
definitely trying to keep his flag carrier within the shield. A little bit too slow.
2 minutes
Not know where that
remains.
shot came from.
Red flag dropped. Red flag
Flag's been
returned.
dropped. Airbitrix just
Red team
left to wonder
scores.
what the
Blue
hell
flag
happened.
taken. Blue
No.
flag drop. Blue flag drop. Blue flag returned.
A bit of chaos going on over the flag of Pepito.
11-0 here. My goodness. A minute and 38 seconds remaining in the first round.
Blue
Unbelievable
flag taken.
execution here. And I mean, if you look at the kills, the disparity's
Red
really
flag
not that
taken.
great.
Blue flag dropped.
I mean, obviously the KD is a
Blue
little bit
flag taken.
in the favor of Karma, but like this is merely execution, teamwork, and movement. The combat skills
Red
are
flag dropped.
relatively even.
Red flag taken.
For sure, and that circles back to what we said all the way at the beginning.
Blue
Sure,
flag
your aim is
taken.
certainly nice to have in iCTF, but it's the movement that will really set you apart from your competitors.
Absolutely.
Red
Very
flag,
unfortunate.
red, blue
Pepito
flag
finally had the
taken.
flag run all the way
Red
back to
flag
their
taken.
base, but it was
Red
overrun
flag
by
dropped.
the members of Team Karma, and Jayski already
Red
looking for the
team
chain cap,
scores.
does not get it.
Blue flag taken.
12 caps on the board either way.
Oh, Romolo goes down there to block.
Red flag taken. Blue flag returned. 30 seconds left.
Very
Blue
nice
flag
stuff from him.
taken.
Caught in the smoke, still able to get the kill, still able to return the flag, pick up the enemy flag, and get out of there. Unfortunately, nobody was in the base of Pepito, so Karma able to just kind of sneak in there. And Airbitrix has to be very careful not to get caught
10,
up by that player in his
9,
base.
Red flag.
Oh.
Red flag returned.
Unfortunate.
6,
Rude boy.
5,
Certainly living up to his
4,
name. Just
red
puts
team
him in the corner, and
scores.
Jayski
2,
even able to get the 13th
1.
cap of the half.
Blue flag.
And in
dropped.
style as well. Swooped in from above. Hit a beautiful shot before he dropped down on that flag to make it 13. And my goodness, half a round, 13-0. Karma is certainly putting their stamp on this grand finals performance.
10, 9,
And we do still have
8,
another half
7,
to get through, but I
6,
would be
5.
very
Blue flag
surprised
returned.
to see
3,
Pepito put up the
2,
same performance that Karma
1.
just displayed. And, let's see what they can do. Super aware that a player's going to be coming this way, but just going to get caught
Blue
off by
flag
Normolo,
taken.
just putting him in the dirt.
In the dirt you go.
Become one with soil. And, well, Normolo does go down,
Red
but
team
he does get a
scores.
cap out of it as well, so good stuff from him. Rude boy, very nice turn.
Red flag.
Oh,
taken.
wow.
Followed by the lock.
Blue flag taken.
Thinks about throwing himself into mid, but doesn't actually spot the flag runner going by. He doesn't
Red
spot him out
flag
now, but
dropped.
all three
Red
players are there
flag
for
taken.
Pepito. Does teleport up to their flag, but is here for the flank here.
Red
Cut off with the
flag
shot. Doesn't
dropped.
ring out. There we go.
Oh,
Two
my
quick
goodness.
consecutive shots, and the third player has just left the
Red
vicinity.
team
So
scores. Blue flag
Flags.
taken.
in the hands of Carmen. Rude boy still just going on a rampage. Does now have the flag, and well, nobody appears to be chasing him to the point in which he is in danger.
Red team scores.
Wow. What a
Blue
sequence by
flag
Rude Boy. He's still on that same leg,
Blue
and
flag
finally
dropped.
he's taken down there by Glock.
Red
And my
flag
goodness,
taken.
Rude Boy was on an absolute tear for about a
Blue
minute.
flag taken. Blue flag dropped.
Block.
Blue flag returned.
Flag in hand, actually pretty successful run so far. Rude boy does drop, and also they have their flag at home. There is a player here to stop them, but Pepito currently moving in a
Blue
swarm.
flag-
I think it's
blue
flags.
flag dro-
Both
red
flags on the
flag
ground.
dropped.
Nobody able to return the red
Red
flag.
flag
Lock,
taken.
dropping the smoke. Gonna cause it to get picked up,
Blue
and their own
flag
flag is on their
returned.
flag stand.
Blue team
So the
scored.
return of the first cap of the game for Pepito on the board.
And it was a little bit sloppy. They almost could have lost that capture, but they were able to do it. The smoke obviously aided them a little bit, but my goodness,
Blue-
just happy
blue
to see them
flag-
put one on the
blue
board
flag
here.
taken.
Now Rude Boy and Romolo just
Blue
forcing
flag
their way
dropped.
into this.
Blue flag returned.
It's gonna go down, but not without taking quite a few people with him. And J-Ski looking to pounce. Ramp flood gets caught on the doorway, but maybe to his benefit does pop that stealth. Not giving up the sound cues. They have no idea where it went, and they don't seem to be
Blue
in a
flag
position to stop him
taken.
from taking this flag. And there we go, bouncing right
Blue
off the wall,
flag
not able to get
dropped.
the
Blue
kills.
flag returned.
So blocking it.
Very sneaky work there from J-Ski. almost able to get the exit, but they got the drop on him at the last second. But man, it would have been cool to see him slip out there.
Alternatively, though, Rude Boy has slipped out of there and is already back in his flag room.
Red team scores.
Whoa, very nice flick as well. Rude Boy definitely starting to get into the flow of things. Not able to land this shot, just bouncing between these walls, making himself such a nuisance to deal with.
Red flag drop. Red flag
Does get
return.
one, his teammate does get the other
Red
player
team
in there,
scores.
and Rude Boy already here for the chain cap, already bouncing back down these side ramps. And the teammate here to support, even the team
Red
boost
flag
right into the
taken.
flag
Red
base, but
flag dropped.
it's been
Red
overrun.
flag
Super does go
returned.
down.
Red team
That is
scores.
all. That is all that is needed. 19th cap on the board. Block even going down. Rude Boy certainly finding his rhythm.
Yeah, and it's all karma here in this first map, Excite.
Annihilation.
And wow, Rude Boy with a turnaround shot kills one. Fine, he goes
flag
down.
taken.
But earlier in this map, I mentioned that there wasn't much disparity between the actual kill output. That has changed drastically as we see Rude Boy and Romolo both approaching 60 kills apiece. They have put their hard hats on and got their work boots tied up tight, and these guys are absolutely putting a stomping down.
Nice combo from Glock to keep a hold on the flag. No. How about slowing down just a little bit? That smoke, though, is going to make Glock's life a living hell, and it's, well, not a very long life to live. Romolo putting him down as well as his teammate. And, Romolo to be making this flag run. Does not have a whole lot of ground to cover. And
Red
there
team
we go.
scores.
22-1. Still 5 minutes left in the game, but, I don't believe that is sufficient time for 19 caps, especially with the way
flag
Karma
taken.
Clan has been playing.
Red flag drop. Red flag
Something tells me
returned.
that you're right about that, Halo.
And I'm also willing to bet that if
Blue flag
things
drop.
were to begin to spiral out of control,
Blue
Karma
flag
Clan would have no
returned.
problems with slowing things down. But
Blue flag taken.
well, actually dropping a smoke on his
5
own
minute warning.
flag.
Red
Does
flag
get taken down
taken.
as well. JC's not there to support, so everything's on Rude Boy. And down Rude Boy goes, so
Blue
if
flag taken.
Pita were to get another flag cap on the board, this would be the time to do it. But J-Ski has somehow snuck
Red
in
flag
and
dropped.
ruined everything
Red
for
flag
Pepito. Grabbed the
taken.
flag, killed everyone in mid, and even
Red
returned his
flag
own flag.
dropped.
Glock not able to get out of there with
Red
the flag.
returned.
Hashtag
Red
blame
team
J-Ski.
scores.
Yeah, J-Ski causing problems in and out
Blue
of game.
flag taken. Blue flag dropped.
Headshot.
Blue flag returned.
Just shooting Glock in the head.
Blue
Has
flag
been
taken.
left alone with the enemy flag. Rude Boy is here, but J-Ski likely just gonna post up for a
Red
chain
flag
cap. Rude
taken.
Boy already long gone. Bishop's
Red
actually
flag
doing a very
dropped.
good job of
Red flag
sneaking out with the
returned.
flag, but not a
Red
good job
team
of defending himself.
scores.
Just going to take those
Blue
shots in
flag
the back,
taken.
and 22-1. Things just keep getting worse for Vertigo. The flag is already gone again.
Dominating.
Romolo is in mid. And able to teleport across.
Red team scores.
Yeah, with 3.5 minutes to go, we might see Rude Boy and Romolo hit into the 80s, maybe even 90s, depending
Blue
on
flag taken.
how hard they
Blue
put the
flag
pedal down
dropped.
here.
Blue flag returned.
Rude Boy now crossing the 70 threshold with that little sequence.
And that is rude for
Blue
sure.
flag taken.
Indeed, and J-Ski already trying to make his way out with yet another flag because 23 captures wasn't enough.
And here he is biding his time as well, taking the slow and scenic route, and there is the teleport, and oh my goodness, he does it. Hashtag blame J-Ski24 on the
Blue
board.
flag dropped. Blue flag
To be
returned.
honest, I've seen that teleport come out like 20 times probably between this map and Vertigo, and I still do not have a good grasp on how that functions. But
Oh, wow!
J-Ski, one-man wrecking crew,
Blue flag taken.
just filming two players on his way in, gives his team plenty of space to just grab the flag, and well, they're already in mid. Romolo Waiting on that teleport, I would imagine. Nope, just gonna brute force his way across. Not
Red
able
flag
to deal with the player, and his flag gem keeper does go down, but oh, never mind, he's able to
flag
take down
returned.
Glock as well.
Red
Oh my
team
goodness.
scores.
Romolo doing it all himself there. And that is a one-man army, even though he's got a plethora of support coming out of both J-Ski and Root Boy. Sometimes he doesn't need it. We've seen Romolo do the one-man show a couple times here, once on Vertigo on a previous map, and he just did it again there. 25 captures on the board, only one for Pepito.
That was such
Blue
a dirty
flag
angle from
taken.
Rude Boy.
Blue flag dropped. Blue
Man.
flag returned.
You do see a turn flag for Pepito, which is a nice change of pace considering how this map has been going for them. And Rude Boy, a little bit of a sloppy fighter, but Trix does go
Blue
down,
flag
however.
taken.
And Rude Boy has already found the flag again. Do I hear 26?
Blue flag. Red flag
No, I
taken.
don't actually. Supra is there to stop.
Blue
Never
flag
mind.
taken.
And
Blue
Glock!
flag returned.
There we go. Glock actually putting an end to the run, and still has
Blue
the flag
flag
in hand. Flag gets
Red
swept
flag
out from
flag
under, and then Rude Boy and J-Ski just doing their best to get some kills on the board. Not gonna happen, but they do have a flag. Which Rude
Yeah.
Boy is just swiftly running
Red
back
team
home.
scores.
Yeah, Rude Boy's now at 82
1
kills,
minute
Romolo
remains.
at 78. We have a minute to go. And we are seeing some emotionless play come out of Karma.
Blue flag taken.
They have absolutely no remorse for their opponents in their endeavor for iCTF supremacy, and Romolo
Red
it just
team
went on a
scores.
4-kill
Blue
killing
flag
spree on the
taken.
flag stand.
Blue flag
Ridiculous.
Glock will be putting him down, though. Glock gonna need a lot
30
more than
seconds
just that
left.
one good kill. 30 seconds left, but it's still definitely possible for Karma to get another capture out of this. Herbitrix just holding on to his flag stand for dear life. J-Ski does go down by his hand, but it's Glock that is left standing. And well, the lineup of Karma actually does fall a little bit far. J-Ski does swing in with a nice double kill.
7,
And I think the final scoreline of this will be 27 to 1.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
GG's being brought out.
GG's indeed, 27 to 1. And I mean, that's a fast map, but that is an insane total. As you see those diamonds across the board representing captures, looking like a game of cards.
Whew. But now, for a pretty hefty change of pace, we'll be heading over to Hyper Square, which has been definitely, I think, the slowest map of the day. Not to say that the games on it have been boring. However, it has been much more difficult for teams to actually get the flag across the field.
Haha, righto, you are, Halo. That is correct. It is not boring, it's just a change of pace. And, you know, variety is the spice of life. We don't want all of the maps to be, you know, instant teleport captures. I think that it adds a little bit of variety to the game. We have seen some cool trick jumping there, Rude Boy in particular, to that mid platform, as we mentioned previously. But yeah, it's just a different style of game. And, you know, even though the frag count in that game ended up being quite disparate, I don't think that Team Pepito is lacking the combat skills. It's just, you know, once you see the scoreline hit 20, it can be a bit demoralizing. It doesn't surprise me that Rude Boy and Romolo stretched out the scorelines to 85, 84 kills. Maybe this time we'll see a little bit closer. We know that there will be less captures, that's for sure, but, you know, I'm hoping for a chance here. I want to see a map 3 if it's at all possible. And I'm hoping for a big performance out of Supra, Glock, and Arabitrix.
I'm willing to bet that someone is going to hit 100 kills by the end of this map. We saw in both games that we've seen, there was lots of times where like teams were just trading
3,
players out
2, 1.
kind of down that hallway between the two bases. And Someone's gonna go on a bit of a streak during that period of time. I'm willing to bet Romola already opening up with a kill on the Glock. He's behind the other players, but appears to just want to keep bullying Glock. And Glock holding his own for now. Will be taking down Romola.
And we did see Romolo figure out some of the spawn patterns on this map the last time that they played it, so he'd be a good candidate to go off here.
Supra using good use of that stealth to sneak in. Super jumps over the flag. That was a very risky maneuver. Just doing a good job of dodging these combos. JSK does fall. I don't know if he realizes that he doesn't have the flag, though. Never mind. Yeah, wait, no. He snuck into Karma's base and has left flagless. Oh,
I don't think that's the way the plan was supposed to go, Halo.
And he's even walking onto the flagpole.
Flag taken.
He made the full round trip and came up empty-handed with nothing but a memory.
Blue flag dropped. Blue
I'm
flag returned.
pained. Oh.
You hate to see it, but at the same time, I took a memory away from it too. And I will never forget the day.
Oh no, don't do that to Super. Alright,
Blue
anyway,
flag taken.
Super's back in there.
Blue flag dropped.
He has successfully slain Romolo. Unfortunately, he's not there to pick up the flag. Block now, swinging in, just gonna get put down immediately by Rude Boy.
Blue flag returned.
Arbitrix is gonna be soon to fall behind him. J-Ski as well getting traded. Bloodbath all around the map. Romolo finally getting some amount of momentum, but it's just gonna get taken down. Supra already making his way back over. That missed shot. Rude Boy's gonna capitalize, and now it's on Rude Boy. Just flying in here. Good amount of height, but does put him in the sight line of all three players of Pepito. So he's gonna go down.
It's a revolving door out here. Every person who ends up on screen is ending up going down. And this is one of the reasons why this map plays slower, the wide open nature of it, with the, relatively even footing in terms of combat, is lending itself to a much lower frag line or cap line, as we noted on, man, just trade after trade after trade.
We are seeing a big coordinated push from Pito. Unfortunately, Glock and Arabitrix do go down, but Super has still snuck his way
Red
in.
flag taken.
There we go. He does have his hands on the flag. Not good use of the
Red
wall dash from
flag
Super
dropped.
getting out of there, but once again, that low
Red
route that he's
flag
been taking
returned.
every time on this map.
Indeed, indeed. A man of a similar mind, I thought the same thing. There's Super on that route. And Super has an opportunity to make something happen here for Pepito. He's actually 1.5 KD leading the way. He's got the highest accuracy on the server, 14 kills. He can do it. He just needs to find a way to get that flag across on one of these routes and actually have it in his hand.
Yeah, that last part, a little bit crucial. I guarantee you Super will never again in his life make that mistake. I'm still just kind of
Blue
falling
flag
around a bit of a bloodbath. Romolo just get his hands on the flag, and the teleport actually getting him to the high ground. And, still flag in hand. Still has to traverse this
Blue
mid hallway
flag
though. Does
dropped.
get taken down by Glock. Glock not so eager to jump onto that flag to return it just yet. There we go. Airbitrix
Blue
just trying to
flag
make the
returned.
play. Doesn't happen, but Super is going to be the one to return it. And now Rude Boy zooming on in, just picks Super right out of the sky. No further opposition just yet. This turn, not able to take that player down. Romolo's going to be the one to do that. And,
Ooh, nice shot there by Rude Boy.
shot from Rude Boy. One thing I'm noticing as well is like when all the kills are ringing out like this, Karma is making certain to not take that as a cue to push, because all three of those kills are just going to spawn all around them. So they do still have to be careful on these pushes. Good sneak in from Glock.
5 minutes remaining.
Trying to set something up.
Trying to set something up from the high ground there. He's been spotted out, but down goes Supra. He's gonna wall bounce in. Sees another enemy. Misses 2 shots, 3. Finally takes out Arabitrix, and he's gonna hop in. Tries for the nice little snap, but goes down.
Blue flag taken. Blue flag,
Already in here, but 2 players
returned.
coming up the stairs at once. Super just gonna put him down.
Excuse me. And yeah, here does go Romolo.
Good awareness from Romola. Almost combos that
Blue
self
flag
player, but
taken.
Super just gonna take him down. And Super poised to at least grab the flag. Good
Oh.
awareness, not able to stop the flag runner. So there it is.
Red team takes the
Rude Boy
lead.
finally gonna break the deadlock. Supra had the drop on him, had a chance, and there you see Rude Boy making that jump across mid again. Oh my goodness, the man does work, that's for sure. He's got his pink hat backwards, and he's punching the clock. 1-0 for Karma. And what can you say? I mean, Pepito held on as long as they could without giving up a cap. It's certainly not 27 this time around. But they're still in this game, too. Make no mistake about it.
For sure it is still in the depths of what a good awareness from Rude Boy. Just turns, just picks that stealthing player right out of his bunny hop sequence. And still going on a tear, following up on Arabitrix. Does finally go down though. Glock just getting multi Arabitrix, trying to get something out of this. Just got 1 player out, unfortunately. Good use of the geometry there from Romolo. And you see a bit of a standstill. Super does make his way across. Good double kill. And Romolo just gonna put him down. Romolo actually a little bit surrounded here. Super just gonna go down now.
Yeah, Arabitrix took his time there jumping up to that platform. Finally made the jump and went down pretty easily. And now we'll take a look at Romolo here as he's trading shots with Glock in that mid area.
Blue flag returned.
Karma was able to get a grab, but not the run. Karma's actually a little bit scattered at the moment. Romolo does finally make his way over across the map, and he's able to take down Supra. And with Glock going down as well, Karma
Blue
likely
flag
looking to
taken.
just constrict onto this flag, and there we go.
Blue
Rude Boy's
flag
hands
dropped.
on the
Blue
flag
flag
of Pepito,
returned.
but
Supra continues
2
to make a
minutes
statement
remains.
here. I mean, Supra is going to be the first one to cross the threshold into base and get a couple pickups of the flag at least. But Rude Boy is going to be the first one to hit 40 frags, so he's supplanted Supra, who was leading in the kill department early. Though Supra is still putting up the best accuracy at the moment. He is the hope that his team is resting on at the moment.
Blue flag
pardon my
taken.
silence there. Karma do have their hands on the flag of Pepito.
Red
Romolo
flag,
now
blue
just
flag
sprinting
dropped.
across mid, trying to get out of there. It's just not meant to be, and now it's Karma's flag that has been taken.
Blue
Supra
flag returned.
so far has survived on this low
Red
route. However, he
flag
does still have so much
dropped.
ground to
Red flag
cover, and he's not
returned.
going to be getting out of there. Just surrounded by the jumping, bouncing robots of Karma.
Yeah, Karma certainly loves that route. But as it turns out, Karma is biting him in the ass for not adjusting.
It would, you know the saying, you would rather
Headshot.
face a man who has practiced 1,000 kicks than a man who has practiced a kick 1,000 times.
30
However,
seconds left.
Karma
Red
have
flag
found the
taken.
answer to said kick, and it is yet to fail them.
And here's Supra going on his route. There's nothing that can stop his determination,
Blue
that's for
flag
sure.
dropped.
And well, his Arabitrix actually went on a bit of a run
10,
there, so yeah,
9, 8,
free flying for
7,
Supra,
6,
and the flag has been
returned.
returned.
And there's the tie! A cap for Supra.
Blue flag,
There we
blue
go.
flag returned.
That is
So
only a-
we are going into round 2 with a tie.
Huh. At the last second as well. 5 seconds remaining when that flag was returned. So,
Clutch. And Supra, in the meantime, has
10,
also taken back that
9,
frag lead.
8,
He's got 46
7,
kills to Rude Boy's
6,
45, and he's
5,
doing it at almost
4,
a 50%
3,
accuracy clip.
2, 1.
So, as was noted, Supra is the hope that Pepito is resting on, and we hope that he can do something special here in the second half.
and, I think what that route is for Super is he probably doesn't expect it to work every time, but he expects it to work as long as all of his shots connect. And well, against such a movement dominant team like Karma, that's certainly rough to get away with, I'd imagine.
It is indeed, Halo, and you know, even if you don't hit your shots because of their movement, you know, they're also getting good angles at you because of their movement.
See it. Good string out of Vertigo. He's actually gotten in relatively uncontested. His teammates are here to support him. The combo not ringing out. His teammates do fall around him, but a nice double kill. Let's get him onto the flag stand at least, but Rude Boy gonna put him down.
You see Romolo throwing the smoke over in that corner.
Red flag returned.
Yeah, wonder what that was about.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But he did throw it down there, regardless, before he went to return the flag.
Triple kill.
Very nice triple kill from Rude Boy. Good use of that teleport perk. Does fall off of the high ground, unfortunately, but he's also left alone with the flag. Never mind, Arabitrix is here, and Romolo actually telefragging his teammate. Was unfortunate,
Yeah.
but Glock
But-
not aware that he's actually surrounded. There we go.
Oh, that's just a
Blue
funny
flag
statement.
taken.
Not aware that he's actually surrounded. Oh, that's so good.
Blue
You can
flag
see here,
dropped.
Rude Boy and
Blue
Super
flag
neck and neck
returned.
for top frags. 54 kills apiece, 55 now for Rude Boy. Oh, and a nice run in here from Rude Boy. There's one down, Buddy's taken out. Glock able to put the kill shot onto him.
Rude Boy does seem to be calming down a little bit this half, which is a very unfortunate time
Blue
to be
flag
cooling off.
taken.
Very unfortunate time for him to morph into his
Flag
alter
dropped.
ego, Polite Boy.
Polite gentleman.
Yeah.
Eagle eyes.
Ooh.
Blue flag returned.
So the eagle eye shot come long range from Glock there. As he continues to battle in that mid area.
I'm half left to wonder if Glock is... Wow, all 6 players have crossed mid.
Blue flag taken.
Rude Boy does go down, so now he's going to be spawning in his own base, which is going to cause more harm than good to Pepito.
Red
Rude Boy
flag
already
dropped.
taking down Super, and
flag
he's been their
returned.
trademark flag runner on this map, and well, the entirety of Pepito has fallen, so
Red team
another
takes the
cap in
lead.
the hands of Karma. And
Yeah, J-Ski just rolls in and clicks that scoreboard up to the number 2. Gonna be a tough comeback here for Pepito, but we've seen they even have the last second theatrics
flag
in them if it does come to that. Oh.
Red flag taken. Red
Trying
flag
so
dropped.
desperately to protect
Red
his
flag-
flag runner,
red
but it
flag
isn't meant to
dropped.
be. No,
Red
he's the flag runner.
returned.
And down he goes.
Yeah, rest
Blue
in
flag
peace,
dropped.
J-Ski with 2 kills in a row there.
Blue flag taken.
And he picks up the flag here as well. J-Ski's looking for another capture.
No, Romolo's
Red
actually
team
teeing up
increases their
to
lead.
run the chain cap.
Blue flag
And,
taken.
well, this is by no means the most dominant scoreline that we've seen Karma put up. However, two caps on this map
Red
was
flag
the
taken.
entirety
Red flag dropped.
of what happened last time we saw this map. So this is looking a little rough for Pepito, and Romolo has gotten across mid entirely unscathed.
Red flag returned.
And now, well, with the flag return, nobody's here to stop Romolo. That's going to
Red
be
team
capture number
scores.
4. And 5
Yeah,
minutes
all of a
left.
sudden the wheels are falling off here, Halo. We had a very even first half.
Shot.
Some would even take it as a bit of a struggle for Karma, as they weren't able to put nearly the caps together that they were on Excite. But now, all of a sudden, after being equaled for a round by their opponent, they have put the foot down and the wheels have come off for Pepito, as it's a 3-frag spread on this second half here. And it is not looking good for them, as they were only able to put together 1 capture on the previous half.
Ooh, Glock almost getting a very nice combo kill. Unfortunately, going to go down. Whiskey, on the other hand, feeling very comfortable.
That's not like J-Ski, is it?
Well, he's comfortable. You just make sure everyone else
Yeah,
isn't.
facts.
Okay, we do see a stealth blade coming up from Super. Unfortunately, the jig is up. But he does shoot his way out of this issue. J-Ski does fall. And now has to deal with J-Ski again. In J-Ski's own base. The combo is not working out for J-Ski, and well,
Blue flag taken.
Rude Boy falling elsewhere on the map is going to put him right in front of Supra. There goes
Blue flag
Potato's flag.
dropped.
Super trying to get it off the spawn. Not going to happen,
Blue
but
flag
Glock and
returned.
Aerobitrix are there to tidy things up.
Ooh. And Glock getting hit by that combo.
Glock got a little rocked by that, if I do say so.
Blue flag
You
taken.
see, good push
Red
for
flag
Karma's flag.
taken.
Unfortunately, Aerobitrix has run out of stamina, so he can't be here for Supra. Supra does get that flag, and the shield for Aerobitrix not quite able to cover him, and once again, this low root.
Red flag returned.
Just getting as close as
Blue
possible
flag dropped.
before
Blue
just
flag
wiping that
returned.
run. And
Ooh.
Blue flag taken.
a little bit of chaos going on. No one's flag is where it should be. And Rude Boy
Absolutely.
just desperately making his way out of here. Let's take down Glock at the very least, and well,
Blue
Karma's
flag
flag is where it
dropped.
should be. Oh, very nice shot from Aerobitrix. Rude Boy
Blue flag
getting
taken.
dropped along with the flag. Kaczewski here to try and keep the run alive.
Man, it's worth mentioning that Super is continuing his torrid pace of kills. 73 kills on the board. He's just 1 behind Rude Boy, so he's doing everything he can to keep his team into this. And if you look at the spread of frags, oh my god, a triple kill by
Red flag
Super and a
taken.
pickup.
Red flag returned.
But he does go down eventually. But yeah, if you look at the kill spread, these teams are even in kills right now. It's not, there is no disparity. It's
Red team
basically
scores.
even across the board. Red is just having the better execution in the second half, running flanks, getting together, making pickups,
Blue
and
flag
stopping
taken.
enemies.
Blue flag dropped. Blue flag
Although one
returned.
thing I do want to note, the kills are even, but the KDs, Supra is currently the only one on the side of Pepito. Actually, Supra's KD right now is actually a little ridiculous. He's topping the server at 1.4, and then the next highest is Rude Boy, it's just barely over 1. So
Yeah.
like, the kills across the board are even, but Super is the only one on the side of Pepito who is actually staying alive frequently.
Yeah, and he's continuing his torque pace. He's now into the 80s. He's almost bumped up to 1.5, which is actually quite ridiculous in Insta-Give CTF.
Still looking for more. Just spot one player. Not able to land the shot. There we go. Romolo does get dropped, and he's even spotted the flag carrier. Is able to
Oh
stop him.
my goodness! Oh wow!
3 for 3 from Supra.
Blue
But
flag
it doesn't. He's
taken.
not
Red
rewarded
team
with the flag
scores.
return. He's punished
One
by the
hit
6th
remains.
capture of the game.
And that is an unfortunate spawn
Oh.
sequence. You saw Super set up there. He knew, like, he had an opportunity to get a flag grab there, and he knew that that flag was coming across, so he set up to try to stop the cab, made a sick 3-kill combo, and then the respawn location just absolutely did not help him out. the enemy spawned right in the general vicinity of that drop, and down went Super trying to make the return.
With 30 seconds left.
Blue flag taken.
I'm willing to start this outro congratulating Karma on absolutely sweeping today's iCTF tournament. Not dropping a map. And only
Red flag taken.
one map was really in question today. Only getting,
10,
or excuse me, only
9,
winning by 2
8,
caps.
7.
Quite frankly, I think
Flag
that the
drop.
first
Red
half
flag
of this
return.
map was the only
2,
half that they even
1.
tied on.
Blue flag dropped.
Yeah, that was the closest Karma has been to losing even a half all day.
And you look at the way those diamonds stack up, it's all in the second half there for those captures, as it was close through the first half, but they pulled away when it counted most. It looked for a second like, they might be able to do something here. Pepito, that is, as they made that last second capture in the first half to tie the score, making things interesting. But ultimately, it was not to be. It was Karma's day. Jayski, Rude Boy, and Romolo absolutely showing why they're the premier players in Master Arena at this point in its life.
For sure. And once again, despite not getting the win out of this, I do still feel the need to highlight Super's performance on that last map.
Yeah.
It was a little unreasonable, but he was
Yeah.
punished at every turn, regardless of how well he was doing. It's very unfortunate.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, Supra was doing everything he could to try to will his team into a map win. I mean, if they ended up on Vertigo, I'm not sure that it would have ended much differently than Excite did, because we saw Romolo absolutely pop off in the previous match that they played on Vertigo. So it might have been leading his team to a dire fate regardless, but it would have been nice to see them stretch that out. It's just the way that it played out. I mean, the movement, the 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 aim, the execution, the teamwork. Great teamwork out of Karma too. Like underrated. Like individually, they all have great skills. Romolo, Rude Boy, Jayski, all great aim, great movement. But they were, getting together at the right times, making cutoffs when enemies were getting opportune moments with the flag. Like all around, their game is pretty impressive considering that there hasn't been a lot of match play in this type of format to this point. I'm impressed with what they were doing.
For sure. Kind of as well, it kind of felt like the endurance for Pepito just kind of fell through, and well, I'm not trying to say that they gave up, but it certainly felt like they were not comfortable with playing for as long as that was. There was definitely a turning point in which everything just kind of fell apart for them, and Karma just kind of got to do whatever they wanted.
That's kind of the way that these games play out when you're against an opponent who's as strong as Karma is, though, right? Like they're squeezing, and Supra and his teammates, Arabitrix and the name's eluding me right now.
Glock.
Glock. They were putting their best foot forward in that first round. They were giving it everything they had. They kept it close. And then after there was a little bit of separation made in that second half, it's just like mental exhaustion sets in. Like you've put everything you can into putting a front up against this team and trying to get a win. And then when the separation happens, it's so deflating. Like you almost can't blame them, especially with Karma just continuing to play at such a high level. Like they never took their foot off the gas. They almost got to 30 caps on Excite. It was unbelievable. Like these guys are good players. There's no doubt about it.
For sure, and I'm certain we'll be seeing more out of them at some point in the future. I'm not quite sure when you'll be seeing us again, but I've been having a lot of fun doing these events, so I'd like to keep doing them if possible. But I think that's all we have for you all today, unless I'm forgetting something.
As far as I know, I believe that is the end of the grand final. There's not much more left. I will say, just from observing the players in the community, I know that Romolo sometimes at twitch.tv/RomoloTV we'll do reviews of the matches. So send Romolo some love. He was a beast today. I'm sure that he would appreciate the views while he puts in that extracurricular work for the community. And hey, if you enjoyed the game today, try your hand at it. It's fun. There's a lot to like about it, and the devs are heavily involved. Jerem is putting out updates frequently. We just had like new maps introduced for this tournament, so this game is still evolving, and there's still lots to come. And it's fast-paced arena action, and it's good. That's all I got for you.
Yep, check out more Master Arena. Find it on Steam, and it even has workshop support if I was remembering correctly. So yeah, go give that some time out of your day. But until then, that's all we got for you. So have a good night, everybody.
As always, it's a pleasure working with you, Halo. I always appreciate casting
Always.
with you. And don't forget, #blame Jayski.
There it is.
Have a good day, everybody. Or a good night, I guess, in Europe.